That's good.
Oh, they can hear us. Oh, hello, everyone.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Welcome to Season 4, Qualifier 3 of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer main tournament. We are looking to be starting within the next minute or two. And welcome to Bitsy and Miraba.
Welcome.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone. I guess tell us if we need to be fussing with our volumes.
That's
looks like they can hear us, but the game audio is out. Depends on if we're using Jay or Rock, because Jay's for me is super low right now. Rock's is a lot louder.
Yeah.
Please say something in chat if the audio needs to be rebalanced.
Cool. Got Rockchalk's audio, and it sounds like we're all good. So yeah, welcome. This is Qualifier 3. This is supposed to be Qualifier 6, but as we know, the first weekend did not happen. But we've had some excellent qualifiers this weekend just gone. Have you guys been keeping up on those at all?
I participated in the first qualifier, and then I'm in NA, so the second one was a little too early for me.
I do not run at all, and we have received notice in the chat that the sound has to be rebalanced.
Yeah, just need to louden your voice a little bit, Miraba, and then I think we're all good. But yeah, we have Pappy Grant, Jaybone25, ArthurOudini, and Rockchalk on Restream today. 4 well-known runners in the community. I'm sure most people watching would agree. And yeah, looking forward to see what they can do today. We decided that obviously the past couple of streams have been focused on sort of like the Marcos and Banurus of this world. So going with people that we think, you know, definitely top 32 contenders, but not the clear-cut folk for the top 32. So looking forward to see how they perform today.
Very excited to see all these people in chat now. We got 84 viewers.
Oh, wow. And yes, Toxic, that is Jaybone of the famous Mweep Skip Jump, which unfortunately has been banned for the S4 tournament, but not for Standard or Random Settings League.
Alas, we might see that afterwards and in Season 5, but yeah, not for...
For now, Mweep stays.
Yeah, no skipping King Mweep in Season 4. But that's fine, we still get lovely Spirit Temple hookshotless. I wonder if we're going to see that today or any other Spirit Temple shenanigans. Looks like the race is almost beginning, 30 seconds, and then we are... Oh, how many runners do we have today?
We have 105 runners.
Oh yeah, broke the 100 mark again.
I think if we're going to see anyone do the hookshot list at Spirit, it's Arthur, who has actually been putting up videos on setups for that on YouTube.
All right, and here we go. In 5 seconds, we'll get to see where that famous random spawn takes us.
Yeah, Arthur is a prime candidate to show hookshot-less Arthur. Yep.
There we drop him. All right, graveyard start today then.
We already have a bet for CAC. CAC does have a lot of entrances.
And it was close to CAC. It was graveyard.
Well,
I mean, I'd say fairly routine
not
adult start there.
It's a little delayed.
I've got it. I've show all 4 of them in there now if you want to refresh.
Yeah, no. It's, I might actually need to refresh myself. I don't know what is this delay.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like that was a gold rupee in the Nook for, I believe that's Arthur. Yeah, Arthur.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Arthur decided to instantly get the song from Bolero. You know what? I appreciate that. I think getting your... if you've got a warp song, you can go get another one. In case that's Zelda's Lullaby, just quickly grab that, save, quit back, and get another song from the graveyard, and they get rewarded with Nocturne. So, nice couple of warp songs there. The Stinger's Chest in Jabu is dead. And we get to see triple Dampe. Let's see if Arthur can make it for a quad Dampe.
Looks like we'll see it.
Mike just...
Oh,
well,
the
quite.
Voido.
I think we're actually going to be 'Cause I think
I'm a
Jaybone
little behind. Let me refresh my time, but I've had that happen to me so many
by the time
times.
Arthur gets in there.
Yeah, that just started. The timer's gone on screen for Arthur as Jaybone collects his prizes on
Nice
52 seconds.
That is a nice reward.
Okay. Bigger on sword and a green potion.
So that's a bottle.
Worth a mention that we have started with a stone today, so no quick or / early Ganon's access so far. Obviously, that is now 2 medallions to access Ganon's castle, so we do need to do 2 temples before that.
So Jaybone electing to go into the windmill to get a song, and Rockchalk is gonna check.
Have a little trouble with
Yes.
Bolero, but finally gets there.
Songs are hard.
Oh,
Alright.
peeking the top of the volcano.
And that's just another song chain with Requiem.
Ooh, very
That
nice.
is very nice.
I gotta say, I love watching VC runners. Those bottles just look so beautiful.
When do we get ray trace balls? That's the real question.
RTX on Zooter. And
Okay.
remember, folks, always Zooter safely, as Anju gives us a condom.
A reminder to play safe. Have to wait a little while. Oh, speaking of Requiem, there is the mirror shield.
The mirror shield by the cow.
Never buy a
Very
shield,
nice. We just need our
indeed.
2 strengths to get in there as an adult.
A little bit of a ranged weapon to continue on past the first block, though.
Well,
This is setting up
given that
nicely
there are 3
for
of
a.
those and 2 hook shots. That really shouldn't be a concern.
I was going to
Exactly.
say this is setting up nicely for a hook shotless spirit. I'm just saying.
It really is.
Got Requiem, we've got mirror shield. Just a couple of specs away.
Yeah, everyone just taking their time, going back and forth to the graveyard, in and out of CAC, collecting those few songs.
Yeah. Let's see what song this is in the Colossus. Another warp song would be really dope, honestly. Then we'd be at 4 warp songs in under 4 minutes.
Exactly. Although, if it is another warp song and that hint stone out there talks about something required on Frogs 2, it gets a little more monka.
Okay.
Oh, it's
How would
CL.
you guys describe
CL on
Jaybone's
Colossus.
tunic color?
Let's
That's
have a look.
like a burnt umber to me, like a maroon.
Bit of a burgundy, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, dark. Slightly purplish red. Very
So, with ZL, we can now go straight back to the graveyard and get another
Get
song.
another song!
Yeah, so we have 5 songs deep. Lake Hylia Foolish, that's quite nice to see before Child 1.
Oh, absolutely. What does suck, though, is having Lake Foolish, you're less inclined to go set up and then confirm your Scarecrow song.
Yes.
Yeah, that unless they pick up Serenade.
Yeah, if Serenade's in the graveyard, that might be okay, but otherwise they might struggle for lake checks in general, because even then it puts you off even things such as Gerudo Valley, and as we see
And
some
Man on the
magic on
Roof.
Man on the Roof.
Yep,
Having that magic.
everyone should be
Fits
getting
well
that
with the
fairly
background of the
quickly.
restream. Yeah, it really does.
Speaking of which, shoutouts to Melrose for this gorgeous restream setup. Been working hard in the background the past few days to get this set up, and it's looking real nice using Zopar's trackers as well, so I think we've got a real nice restream overlay.
Arthur
Also-
popping into the composer grave.
Also got a real nice mirror shield on Rockchalk's side there. I'm loving the blue.
And I
Interest-
really love that magic on Papa's side.
Oh, yeah. Violet. Lilac.
Having a little bit of trouble with the keys in the composer grave on Arthur's side. Was down to half a heart there.
Okay.
I believe we saw Ocarina teaches Song of Time.
Yep, you got
And then
Frogs.
Temple of Time was Wath as well.
Yep, and Frogs 2, unfortunately dead, so no wall dungeons for Frogs.
A Deku Forest Medallion, though.
Yeah. Vanilla, Fire.
Is this even rando?
Shadow and Water are reversed. And then Dodongo's Cavern.
So Spirit, even though we have an early Mirror Shield in Requiem, is a stone today.
Yeah.
But with
I
water
guess.
being a medallion, it could be all dungeons just for the boss key in the river.
Oh, it could be.
And being from the Scrubs community, I'm no stranger to Song of Time all dungeons.
Not the best stones in terms of if it is all dungeons. Jabu and Spirit are quite heavily item requirement tied. So if we do need that, not ideal. But at least it means things like Dodongo's Cavern, Deku Tree, you know, those minimum requirement dungeons are definitely required. Of course, no explosives yet. We have seen some bomb chews on the archway, but I don't see anyone getting those anytime soon.
Jaybone setting up the mask quest.
Mask quest, because in these new settings, Skull Mask is no longer an always hint. It is only set to a sometimes hint. So you're not guaranteed to know what it is.
Just Saria's song in the... Sorry, not Saria's song, Epona's in the grave there. Missed that one earlier. Always worries me a bit, early Epona's song. It means that GTG is now accessible.
You're going to see our prize in adult shooting momentarily, and it's just a full heart container. So nothing yet in market.
No, nothing really yet at all.
Some AD calls from chat. We've got Kari saying lights on river or lights in toilet from Purple.
Classic chat, immediately wishing the worst of everything straight away.
Do.
Chat doesn't like quick seeds. Chat likes entertaining seeds.
No skull hints yet.
The DLC contest.
That is true. Yeah, no skull hints yet, so we've still got a chance of those being required.
So it looks like Rockchalk is going to be a little more thorough before going Child, and very shortly we will see all 4 players as Child. Jaybone scooting off to the ranch.
Interestingly, Jaybone didn't get Epona's song from the graveyard.
I think he was waiting to do it as Child so that he can do the flame storage as well to get the chest. Get it all in
makes
one
sense.
go.
Yeah, you could definitely try and set that up with Dampe digging as well, because that's one of the harder checks to route in at the minute. Time of day is, in Season 4, really hard to control, because you don't sort of start in the same places. It is quite hard to adjust your time of day. So yeah, things like Dampe, Richard, Child shooting gallery, not as easy as they were before.
Richard
Nocturne definitely helps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you're both right. Richard is a bit problematic, and as you say, Nocturne is ideal for Dampe.
Especially with how close it is to nighttime for Jay, I could definitely see him grabbing Dampe and the song and then possibly seeing where his warp goes as a Child.
So, what Papi has done here and what I would have done and what I have been doing is, before going Child, just nip into Ganon, set that time of day to nighttime to route in Richard straight away instead of Child shooting Gary, because you're more likely to come back into the market as when it's daytime. No real payoff there, just a Zora tunic, but it's an interesting decision you've got to make really early of whether you want to get Richard or Child shooting gallery. It's not as simple to get both.
And unfortunately,
fan of Richard.
Malong just has Saria's song, which at least means you can clear out that check on your first time through Lost Woods as a child, but nothing exciting.
Yeah.
It does also allow you to go ahead and, in logic, get the song as adult in SFM too.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. You don't have to worry about logic with Minuet.
Also means that Papa D is now open. 10 minutes, and the doors to Papa D have swung wide open.
True.
So
we have ZL and Sarius.
yeah, let's see what he beholds.
How about Goron City Wave the hero?
Also calling AD for Song of Time in Forest, which would mean first bow would have to be in forest, logically.
Oof.
That's probably the cruelest stipulation you could ever imagine. And there is Cackway the hero.
Water is wet.
Yeah.
Probably for magic. Or
could be Mirror Shield.
Or the Mirror Shield.
Possibly Mirror Shield.
Or Requiem.
Requiem.
Like, yeah.
Stackariko. Yes. What was it Way of the Hero for? Yes.
Yeah. Stackariko really living up to his name.
And Rockchalk picking up some easy bugs here in case we do get a bigger skull hint. That'll let him get those skulls a lot quicker.
Yeah, but Rockchalk also suffering a little bit here, having to wait for the time of day again, because it is difficult to sort of get these checks, just really forcing it here. So wasting about 20-30 seconds of just this.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good runners screw up accidentally with with Time of Day, because the spawn is not the best.
All right, Dompe. Yeah, Dompe digging up his nuts.
It may have been a nut
Nothing
container, though.
Yeah, could have, but to be fair, I would have picked those up. But Pappy clearly fine with their nut capacity as is.
And Rockchalk about to pick up his Zora tunic. Melrose had a good idea. He probably should have gone and checked the other hint while waiting for that time of day.
Yeah, this is something I was talking about with people the other day. If you do go into Kakariko at night, if you transition into the market at nighttime, one thing you can do is just go all the way up to Impa. Even though you've already got Zelda's Lullaby, you can get the 2 hints and she'll kick you out and it'll be daytime. So it's an optional route you can do to reset your time of day, plus pick up those hints.
And we are about to see child spawn.
As well as what's in Mido's house.
Brilliant.
Oh boy, that's
you hate to see it.
Well, at least child shooting gallery is free.
But we get some hover boots in Mido's house.
Screen over. Yep.
Alright, our dream of Hookshot the Spirit has widened even more. We've got the hover boots.
Adult spawn was the entrance to the graveyard.
Yeah. Alright,
it looks like it was just some nuts from Dompe.
Chickens from Arthur here.
30 skulls is a Hylian shield. That's definitely something you need to do.
Yeah, downgrade for a shield there. Yeah, early chickens. And again, this is something that in Season 4, early Sphere Zero checks have become a little bit more important because of closed Deku Tree. So I definitely understand the want to do chickens here, especially with Nocturne early. Could be a bit of a gamble. Of course, it is a sometimes hit. You might find that later. But Cackway the hero, we've already found a few things. But if you're one of those full clear or way of the heroes, and a mixture of lowercase and uppercase, then yeah, you've got to do chickens.
Yeah, a lot of Arthur already drinking his potion. He's going to go pick up some bugs now. This makes 3 of them now that are absolutely pushing skulls that I've seen.
Yeah, interesting. It's we've had no real skull hints yet, so it's I guess not surprising, but it's a little aggressive, of course. But
it is.
Ultimately, if you pick up bugs and then don't do anything with them, then that is what it is. At least you have them for later if they're needed.
You can sacrifice them to the Ice Cavern gods.
Alright, well, we have a Valley play from Pappy here. Again, this is less appealing because of Lake Hylia Way of the Hero, but with... not Way of the Hero, Foolish.
Baron.
But with that being Foolish, Garuda Valley becomes a bit more of a gamble. So if this pays off, it might push Pappy Gaunt into a bit of a lead hit. And you do get the extra hint. And I've seen a lot of races recently burnt by not actually reading this hint specifically.
Especially because in the new hint layout, sometimes hints are single copies. So if this is a sometimes hint, this is the only place you're going to find it.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And
that
that's a
looks like a scale.
Oh, okay.
On the
There's
waterfall.
river access and domain access.
It's also beans access for those bomb chews.
Yeah, could be really important.
And a slingshot on chicken.
Slingshot. Okay, it's not dead yet. It could be important for anything on the target in the woods. Of course, there could just be 2 other slingshots in Lost Woods, and that is a massive waste of time. But we'll see. We'll see if it pays out. Of course, with Temple of Time, Wave the Hero, and Deku Tree being the Spirit Medallion, it's
40
probably pushing
skulls
40
is
skulls
also
dead.
okay. Just waiting on that 50 hit.
And the treasure chest minigame is a Deku stick. So no left-right guesses today.
Can you think of a worse prize? Just a single Deku stick.
Recovery heart.
I don't know. At least it heals you a little bit, you know.
I'd rather get an extra stick.
I really would too.
Invisible Maze is dead. Well, it's a small key in Shadow Temple, so Floormaster has the last key you'll need for that temple.
You gotta love having the full clear. Yeah, an ice trap is kind of worse than a Deku stick.
Yeah, but then that's just fun. You know, that's just a laugh.
Oh, speaking of slingshots, Skull Kid had the other one.
Called it.
Right,
Called
okay.
it. There's just another one in Lost Woods. Oh dear.
2 minutes down the drain.
Yeah, chickens won't feel so good for Arthur in about 2.5 minutes, I'd say. And we have our first domain dip, so Pappy taking immediate advantage of getting the scale. Surprised they didn't go and do fishing there. It's a bit of an interesting decision, but...
Fishing? Lake is dead.
Highly
Oh yeah, of course.
so...
Yeah, Lake is dead. Yeah, why would they do fishing? Yeah.
Spirit Temple Waft, so that's why we've got that Requiem and Mirror Shield early.
Oh.
50, also dead. I believe that was in Lost Woods.
Yeah, I believe that was the one over by the bridge, near that scrub. And now, Jaybone about to go get his Zora tunic. Rockchalk picking up his hover boots. Purple calling Longshot and Twin Rova.
I mean, we could see that.
I'm just going to go with strength on child side. I think the slingshot is going to take us to our first strength. Call it there.
Possibly.
Alright, Arthur gonna pick up hovers.
And thanks to that boomerang chest, you at least know you only have to do 2 chest checks in Jabu if you decide to go there. We're about to see what's for that diving minigame and the torches on Poppy's side.
Of course, none of them has chosen to do early skull mask that I can see, unless one of them has picked up the skull mask.
I don't think we've had time of day for any of them to be able to do it, but I have seen a few of them turn in their Keaton mask.
Alright, what is behind the waterfall?
And it's Rudo's letter.
Well, that's a classic.
So now you can just go turn it right in.
Right. I mean, this is really good for Pappy. Technically, this isn't in logic for anyone else. There's no signs of explosives. The only way you get here is via that scale in the waterfall. So that is not a bad thing for Pappy to have found.
In the words of the immortal T-Wrist, rush
The
ice.
rush ice. You got 2 bottles now.
Yep, 2 bottles. You've got Zelda's Lullaby. You've got hover boots.
It's
you can
in logic.
Yeah, straight up access ice and.
Unfortunately, nothing in that Composer Grave chest, so A little bit, you know, of a time sink there, but it's all right.
Was that like $5 or something?
Yeah, it was $5. And Link, the scale was on the Gerudo Valley waterfall.
Alright, well, shortly we will get our first look at Zora's River. Because Pappy is gonna go out, make his way down.
GTG way of the hero. That opponent's becoming a lot more valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Could possibly be long shot in GTG if you want to gamble the hook
how
shot
fast
list.
do you rush that?
Yeah, these are 4 really interesting way of the heroes. You've got CAC, which is fairly generic, but then you've got GTG, Temple of Time, and Spirit Temple of Spirit as a stone. So
I think I personally would rush Spirit for the fact that I've been given Magic, a Mirror Shield, and Requiem in a way of hero location.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately you can't go there as adult, but going there as child right now for me makes perfect sense.
I mean, some of them have slingshots, so yeah.
Yep.
Start it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And going as child, that'll also allow you to do the map chest and the sun room, because you can just do a flame storage with it.
Now, Pappy picking up beans here, so he's going to be able to get some bomb chews. If they do choose to rush that, if they don't find any explosives. So that'll be good for them.
He did pick up 2 beans. I'm excited to see where that second bean's going to go.
It shouldn't be going in the lake. And we already peeked the volcano. I'm quite sure.
I did not see what was on the crater. All I know was the Nook was a gold rupee.
Oh, the volcano was dead.
Okay.
And oh, we have seen Skull Mask. Skull Mask was just $5. Very sad.
Unfortunate.
Do get
every check behind a waterfall led to Jabu. And picking up our vanilla ocarina, we do get an ocarina as a starting item in these settings, so that ocarina is always still there.
Yeah, just one of the quirks for these settings, and also not shuffling them. So you're not just suddenly going to bust out 2 ocarinas.
Where was that hammer?
That's
what
hammer.
grotto was that?
Happy!
That's
in
open
River.
grotto hammer.
That's very nice.
The French rushing the river and it rewards them. Who would have thought? It's a meme for a reason.
And
Forest
Resident
Temple
Sleeper, Foolish required Forest Temple. And I believe that's our 2 Foolishes, Lake Hylia and Forest.
Yes, it is.
So we've gotten all of our Way of the Heroes and Foolishes. I definitely agree that does put Pappy in a slight lead here.
Yeah, Pappy bought 2 beans and is now gonna go into Lost Woods.
Yeah, so again, we'll just have to see if anyone else goes Valley. That could... I mean, obviously the bomb chews aren't logical, but that hammer could directly lead us to all of the explosives, and that could put them in a huge lead.
Absolutely could.
And Valley is, again, a reminder that Valley is so bad of a play with Barren Lake.
Exactly.
We'll see though with...
No, go ahead.
Go on, Bitsy. No, go on.
I was gonna say, if Pappy knows the chew strats for Dodongos on how to actually beat the king with the chews, that should get him halfway to Ganon's as well.
Could also, if you choose to rush GTG early with those hover boots, getting the waterfall check isn't the worst thing in the world. So that might be more of a play than going there as child at this stage.
Exactly.
Although we might see Jaybone go Valley here. They're going for the open grotto. We'll see if that turns into open grotto into Valley.
Yeah, and, we got Prelude on the minuet check, and Arthur is in spirit. Got a slingshot. You can get a little
Got
ways
2
up.
now.
Hope you find explosives. That was real close. Almost lost a shield.
If shields could sweat, that was sweating real hard.
Oh, hello. That's a boomerang.
Ooh, so
Was
Jabu's
that
just
boomerang in the
open.
grotto?
Open grotto.
Damn.
So hopefully this scale will push Jaybone right into Zora's domain, and that'll let him just fully clear Jabu.
Yeah, I mean, they're going straight to Valley by the looks of things, so they're going to essentially get our first medallion. As long as they don't skip domain.
Jabu's a stone though, so
yeah, I mean,
2/3 of the way to Song of Time too.
Sorry, yeah, it's not our first medallion. Jabu is a stone, as you see.
I personally think I would, but that's just because I rush AD for Song of Time.
I don't think I'd... See, now with GTG Way the Hero, it is a little more scary. Because obviously Song of Time is all dungeons, but I'm still not rushing Jabu here. It would be tempting, but I wouldn't do it personally.
I'm not saying Felix probably already cleared Jabu.
Like, for me, if I find that letter, there's no way I'd do Jabu before the river, and as soon as I find Hammer, I don't do Jabu at all. So...
Super fair.
Well, Jaybone's
I'm at the very least turning in that letter for Ice Cavern.
Oh yeah, 100% turn it in. It's a shame they don't have Furor's Wind, but then, of course they don't. Why would they have something so convenient this early?
Now, Furor's Wind is going to be on the Din's check. Not the boss key, but the other chest in Shadow.
So Arthur has just got a key and gold rupee out of Spirit, but is going to continue on up.
No bomb juice though, so they can't go into the main area.
No, that's gonna have to hope for something.
I still would climb here though, because I don't even have 1 strength, let alone 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you climb and get these 2 checks, but obviously you're then stuck and can't go any further. Meanwhile, Rockchalk is also in Valley, going to pick up their scale. See, that open grotto is such a pain.
The only one without the scale now.
Yes, it does for now. That's one more key, and... Oh dear, okay, well, not paying out there.
Well, they're gonna have to warp out.
Playing Prelude, he could just be going adult to grab those chews.
But they haven't been river yet.
That's true. This looks like a
the last one to make it into Mido's house. Those hovers.
So I think all eyes on Pappy here in terms of where he chooses to go with that hammer. Of course, they could go from Kokiri Forest into the open grotto. They have Prelude. It wouldn't be the worst play in the world, because it is one of those checks now that becomes really difficult to get and route in. But yeah, they've definitely got the advantage right now, but I can't see Jay and Rockchalk skipping that hammer in river, so only a few minutes behind on that one.
Especially if they saw the chews on the archway and now they have a scale. You know, at the very least going in there for your beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I have not seen any of the players who have been to Lake so far do is check those back of Lake hints.
No, it's setting the Scarecrow and going into Domain is what they're doing.
Oh, Arthur is...
You don't want to spend your time running around the back.
So Arthur has gone back as adult here. So they are, unless they
to the river.
Well, they're either going to go over to the river or they're going to go to GTG.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't remember what the GTG hint was, but if they've got GTG Way of the Hero and they've got Opponent's Song, they might just choose to rush that. I mean, you can only get a couple of checks. So it would be a fairly bad play, but nope, they're going to river, as you say, Miraba. That's the play here.
Well, French runners go to the river.
Yeah, and you know what? It could pay out more than going as child. The folks that are still on their child 1 are spending a lot of time here, whereas Hammer could just unlock a load of adult checks and push Arthur into the right direction. They might not need the scale.
Alright, well,
ultimately, the hammer is available without that scale, you know. So
yeah, Jaybone and Rockchalk about to get Rudo's letter.
Poppy also being the last one to get Saria's song. Aside from that open grotto, Jay and Rockchalk are pretty much neck and neck.
There's been some alternating of where people are going. Pappy Grant, the last one to go to Mido's and then to go over to Lon Lon Ranch.
Looking at his webcam, saw 0 reaction from Arthur when he got that hammer.
I mean, I think there is a world where you get that as your adult one. So it's not a great find there, it's just, okay, this is here. You know, I don't think Arthur feels particularly good or particularly bad about finding that. If you do rush that in your adult one, then you could immediately go to Dodongo's cabin and get a few checks done there. So maybe that's the winners of today might benefit.
Arthur has now seen GTG Way of the Hero.
Yeah. Still can't really do much there, though.
But Arthur's gonna go off into fire because he just got a hammer.
Is this... Oh, no, this is just straight up a fire dip. Okay. I would have expected maybe at least Crater Ferry into Goron City into DC, but nope, just into fire. Okay.
Possibly.
No tunic, but 5 hearts on a bottle.
And now we see Jaybone grabbing up into Zor's River after turning in Rudo's letter, so he'll be hopefully getting that hammer pretty soon.
Yeah, neither of them, well, Jaybone, the only one that has the boomerang, but not tempted by the Jabu dip, it seems.
Where is Pappy going? Also doing fire.
Yep, or at least Crater for now. We'll see if they also did fire.
Crater. We might see
again,
the ferry first.
I'm really not feeling fire first here. Personally, I'd just do a bit of a loop.
Especially with no explosives, if you find that boss key, you're not really going to be able to beat full boss yet. Not with 5 hearts, especially not with 4.
Well, you've got bigger on sword, so I'm not sure if that speeds it up enough to do it with 5 hearts and a fairy.
Or even 2 fairies.
So that's mildly painful.
That'd give you 2 minutes with 2 fairies.
Be sitting there when you could just do it so much faster with explosives.
Exactly. And I'm personally a preference of choose versus explosives. As we see double defense on Poppy. We got them titties.
Doesn't actually help though with going through fire.
Yeah, unfortunately, doesn't increase the old heat resistance.
What it does do, though, is when you get damaged, it reduces the time taken off the clock.
Yeah. So those pesky keys won't quite affect you so hard.
And now we see Jaybone about to pick up his hammer. It looks like Rockchalk's about to do the same. Those two are really neck and neck.
So far, Arthur's only been rewarded with a key.
Yep, nothing special yet.
And Pappy going up to the ferry on Death Mountain Trail.
Yep, I think this loop makes perfect sense. You do the ferry here, you go into Goron City, you can get all 3 maze checks, you can, well, they can't quite get the,
Link the Goron?
What's his name? Link the Goron, there we go.
I mean, you're hoping
why
that
can't I remember his name?
in the maze. That's 3 more checks and another hint.
Yeah, you can
Maybe
also then
find explosives.
Yeah. You could also use the Metagoron hint too with that hammer. Get a second hint.
And you've got another one in Dodongo's Cavern as well, so... And to me, I'm... definitely feeling a Dodongo's Cavern here, although you can only go so far, of course. With no
Without the
explosives.
choose, you wouldn't be able to make it past just the first 2 checks.
Yeah, you're stuck at the column, but it's a dip. It's a reasonable dip of something you're gonna have to do anyway. So
I think I personally would wait till I have either a strength or choose, just so that I can get all the way to above King Dodongo if I have choose, or the bridge if I have strength.
yeah, I don't disagree with that. It's just the amount of times I've gone in and found like a bomb bag in the first check in Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, that is true.
I'd just be too scared to skip that, I think.
So here's where we've seen some divergence in Jaybone and Rock. We got Rock just planted the bean for the bomb choose, where Jay is going into Child Spirit.
Yeah, I'm okay with both of these plays. I think going into Child Spirit without explosives means that you can only get so far. Actually going to pick up those explosives, though, is potentially going to benefit you a bit more, so...
Oh, speaking of bombs,
there it is.
Bomb bag off the hammer.
All right.
So that's all of Dodongo's now.
Cooking with gas now.
All right. Might as well do Link to Goron while you're here.
Yeah, and Arthur is going to find those now. Getting into fire, but found nothing, so... Oh, if they can make it. Ooh, 9 seconds.
3,
Hurry.
2, and he barely makes it.
Okay, in just a moment, we'll also find out how many choose Rockchalk is
I'm
going to
guess 10.
5. Let's go 5. Ah, there it is. It's the 10 pack.
And I totally see Rockchalk about to go pick up his bomb bag now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, Link to Goron also gave you some shoes.
Okay, well, that's convenient. And how many is that?
It's probably 5, if I had to hazard a guess.
And Pappy going to check the Metagoron hint. It's the hammer. It's real fast.
And it's the second GTG.
Okay, yeah, we already knew that. Looking for your sometimes hints right now.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, at this point, you could probably just skip hints. Like, sometimes hints are only of relatively minor value compared to everything else, so I think you'd be relatively comfortable at this point skipping your hints. Have we found Bigoron?
No.
No.
Or at least I haven't seen it.
Okay, well, in that case, maybe just continue until you find Bigoron and then call it a day.
Then again, the river chest is one of the hints available in the sometimes pool. That could absolutely confirm your AD if it's either the boss key or an item required.
True. Also, apparently we have seen Bigoron, so that's dead. So yeah, I'm definitely skipping it.
Dead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm definitely skipping hints now.
We see
Who's in the
Rockchalk
maze?
finishing up this
All right.
loop here.
Happy waiting time of day and then going into Dodongo's Cavern. Got what you need, clear it out. Okay.
Oh.
GTG final chest is dead, and that is actually kind of worth it.
Yeah, good news.
Those last 2 keys, absolutely not needed.
Putting more and more value onto toilet, though.
Wait, what's Arthur doing?
He's playing Bolero?
Start to go into DC, and now doing Bolero. Forgot to do Link the Goron, I think.
I think he
forgot
to
go back
all of
into
Goron
City. Just went down the trail.
Yeah, that muscle memory can mess with you sometimes.
Toilet AD, please. Please, that. Yeah, as it turns out, Arthur is correct to go to the maze.
Yeah.
Because that's your bomb bag. You can clear out DC.
Far nothing really in DC besides that GTG hint.
Alright, Jaybone's gonna pick up their 10 stack of chews and then pick up a whole host of other explosives and feel like this was a massive waste of time.
I'm still not mad at the extra chews, but that's just because I don't do bomb strats on Volvagia, I do chew strats.
I mean, yeah, ultimately chew strats are faster, especially with the Goron sword.
Happy Pill still picking up skulls. Has he not seen that all of those checks are dead?
I mean, you still need to get 20.
20
Well, I say need.
though.
Yeah. At the minute, if you have no hook shot...
Alright, there's Arthur. Getting a bomb bag.
Explosives for everyone.
Everyone's basically coming together right now into DC.
Yeah.
After going Death Mountain Trail and Goron City.
Makes sense. Happy not finding anything in DC so far, though.
I don't know, I'd say it's rich with items.
Good one. Items you're just leaving all over the floor.
Well, that was a bomb refill. So that's still not. Nope.
Fell out of the bag that was in there originally.
Yeah, Rockchalk gonna pick up a bomb bag momentarily. Jaybone won't take much longer to get.
Oh, what? What? Pappy
I wasn't looking. What just happened?
Oh dear. Pappy threw his bomb and then went to roll, but the bomb didn't land in the eye quite properly, so he had picked up the bomb he threw accidentally and almost got blown off the bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, he jumped at the last second as it exploded, and it threw him over the gap.
Yeah, for a second I thought he managed to pick up the bomb in midair, and that would have been quite amazing, but...
I gotta say, out of all
here
of
in
them,
DC.
I love Arthur's mirror shield color the best. It just looks like it's chrome.
Yeah, I have to say I do love Arthur's all white and chrome look.
See, I'd commend it, but
cool.
I know that he specifically sets that as his
I do
Oh
too.
yeah, he does.
layout, so it's good.
I 100% set my mirror shield as chrome. It just looks even more pretty on the BC.
Yeah, it's good, but I can't give him the win here. I think my win probably goes to Jay.
Yeah, purple's real nice.
Most colors look real nice on the mirror shield.
Yeah, oh, the mirror shield's cosmetic change is so good.
Beautiful.
Something we don't see come into play too often just because it really doesn't matter, but the
well,
boomerang
if
and
Jaybone
shooting-
can hurry up, we will make it to Quad DC.
Yeah. Oh, getting knocked off and voiding out.
But I don't
Oh,
think
wow.
we will.
Rip.
So that is
So much
that's
hurrying up.
unfortunate.
Oh dear.
I mean, he'll probably still make it, just not have Quad DC long.
Depends if they go into
Well,
Goron
he
City
still has
first.
to go back into Goron City to get his bomb
Oh,
bag.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do have 10 chews, so they might not go into Goron City here. They could just
So
rush
maybe
DC.
Jay will go into DC instead.
We'll see. Either way, they've got about 35 to 40 seconds to make it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're heading there.
Double magic.
Okay.
For all of your elemental
that is not
arrow
magic
needs.
locked.
It is
So
not.
we are that magic is not Way of the Hero and Cack unless I screwed something up.
No,
Nope,
it's
that's
not Way of the Hero,
accurate.
so it's either Mirror Shield or Requiem or something we haven't seen yet, because the Slingshot in Lost Woods is not Slingshot locked either.
Yeah, we're just gonna miss the Quad DC because Jaybone will get in there after Pappy's out. I mean, I have to say, getting your Wave the Hero Cack for Requiem and Mirror Shield for your Wave the Hero Spirit just feels like a waste. I hate those Wave the Hero chains where everything is just one leads you to the... Yeah, thanks. I am familiar with the fact that this stuff is Wave the Hero for a limited number of things.
Dominic, songs can be WOTH with the exception of your starting song and Zelda's Lullaby.
So nothing in Dodongo's cabin then. Just an extra magic, but nothing special. So still need one more medallion before Ganon's is open. You could choose to go fire here. Of course, Arthur's already dipped it, but couldn't progress because they didn't have any explosives. But everyone else could potentially go further now. Yeah. They were just obviously just the one key short of going any further.
Yeah, because it was 2 items and a key for the first 3 checks. And I don't think we saw him go into the lava room.
Yeah, this could be what Pappy's doing right here. Playing Bolero. I can't see them doing anything else because they've done it all. No, I'm wrong.
What?
Could be going to Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yeah.
Maybe. I guess that's probably the only thing to do right now.
That's possible, Purple. He may have had enough keys, but couldn't activate the switch for the climb.
Yeah, you might be right.
Oh, and hey, there's the Bigoron hint in the maze.
Yes, it was there.
Alright, yeah, so Sacred Forest Meadow here for Pappy. Of course, no hookshot, but we can get all the checks in Lost Woods that we couldn't get before.
The hookshot honestly really won't matter because we have Forest Baron.
Yep, that's true. More explosives! Oh my god, there are just explosives everywhere now.
I heard you like explosives, so I gave you explosives for your explosives.
So they must be on like 40 chews now? From 0 explosives to a bomb bag and 40 chews?
Yeah. Here, you're all set. Don't need anything else for the rest of the game.
Looks like Arthur is picking up the skull in the back here.
Yes.
Jaybone doesn't have a bomb bag yet, so I think slower.
No, Jaybone picked up the bomb bag.
Did they? Oh, okay. It's not on their own tracker either.
Yeah, it was on his screen that I saw that the Bigoron hint was in the maze.
Okay. Yeah. They can't even track themselves. It's all good.
I mean, have you seen the file name that they chose for themselves? I don't agree with it, but... No, Jaybone's a fantastic runner. All 4 of these runners are.
Yep, as we mentioned earlier, picking these runners specifically because of their sort of top 32/Challenge Cup potential.
King Dodongo number 2 is down, and Arthur will be doing his momentarily.
I've also got Rockchalk in my fantasy league, so I hope he does really well. But that's just no bias there, I promise.
Commentators are never biased.
Nah.
Anyone who tells you that
Of course
is biased
not.
themselves. Not like I spend almost every day with Jaybone. I know it doesn't matter for the Dodongo fight, but it's weird not seeing Arthur using his Bigoron sword.
Yeah, I think they just haven't re-equipped it ever since the flare dances.
Possibly.
Yeah, I guess there's no real reason to. That's Vanilla Minuet, so nice to find, but not the best. Hey, Shiny Dodongo, let's go.
Add anything.
Did you
Arthur really
Arthur
happy with
did?
Shiny Dodongo.
Arthur got Dodongo to eat the bomb at the same frame that it exploded on him. And so it still stunned him, allowing him for the kill like that. Full odds shiny, 1 in 8,192. Let's go. That only happens 1 in every 3,000 reasons.
Another. Oh wow.
Oh no.
Wow. What is with these bombs?
Other bomb bag. We got one in the maze in Goron City.
Literally everything we found the past like 10 minutes has been explosives. Nothing else.
Just keep on giving us more of them, please.
Oh, is this ice cavern from Pappy?
That's...
Oh, I totally see an ice cavern play here.
Okay.
You got 2 bottles. You got bombs. You are missing a few songs. You're missing Serenade, Storms, and Suns.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with no well access, you'd be tempted. There's no Song of Time for GTG. So you can only do a couple of checks there. So yeah, you know what? Maybe this isn't...
There's a bunch of checks in ice looking for a hookshot or bow.
Yeah, maybe this isn't a crazy play.
Having bombs now, you're not going to have to either do those ridiculous setups for the glitchless jumps or having to do it vanilla.
Arthur also about to get another bomb bag.
I have to say, I did not expect to see a sub 1 hour ice, but you know what? When you find Ruto's letter in Domain, which is not somewhere that... It's not a place that everyone checks, you know? Domain can be left alone. Following up on it isn't in their world. Arthur, coming back to Fire Temple now that they are healthier, have more explosives. So if they can complete it in this stretch and are not hookshot or bow locked, then they can get the second down.
What was that on the iceberg?
Iceberg. Was
I
that
think it was a Deku
glacier?
shield. I think it was a Deku shield.
Okay.
Right, I just saw something brown.
I can't see what's below the ice. Is that a hook shot?
I would hope not, because that would be the 3rd seed in the row that I have either done or played that had a hook shot there.
It wasn't a bloopy. It was like... I'm not entirely sure what that was. Interesting.
Jaybone showing off that hammer strat to get into King Dodongo. You get the chest up top, and then you just dry roll 3 times, and you'll be in the perfect spot to hammer that bombable wall.
Oh look, there's a shield anyway.
No, the shield feels good.
Like, hey, you wanted a shield? Well, we're gonna give you a shield.
Really curious to what it was underneath the icy waters there. I'm no Pappy Grant face reader, you know, I'm no professional, but he looked quite surprised at what that was.
Well, hopefully someone else will go to ice, or we'll see the irons soon. Maybe inside ice.
Vanilla irons, anybody?
Okay, the King Dodongo is done for the last time.
No more big lizards. No more small lizards.
King Dodongo shall not rise again.
Only one shiny, though.
Yeah.
Which I guess is how it should be.
So, what are we going to find in ice?
I'm
Nothing.
gonna guess Serenade and nothing.
Alright.
I don't know why I'm
Completely
saying nothing,
barren.
because ice is always stacked, but... Yeah, for this particular seed, I'm just gonna say nothing.
And Arthur just, you know, showing his hop skills right there.
I'm gonna go with... There's something on the Stalfos in GTG. That is our next progression is the Stalfos check in GTG.
I think it's gonna be enough keys to get to the first chest in the maze logically, and that's just gonna have your first hook shot.
I don't think that's possible. Because that's 3 keys and you can only do...
Yeah, no, that's 3 keys.
Yeah.
It could be your long shot, though.
Alright, well, there's the boss key for Arthur, so...
Arthur can go finish this.
Yeah, we can go and beat Fire and go into Ganon's castle.
And,
Of course, we
this
can't
has
do
to
a
be
lot.
a key or he's stuck.
So we've got 3 Fire versus 1 Ice here.
It wouldn't matter if this is a key or not anyways, he's still gonna be stuck.
Well, but it... Yeah. But it tells you what... whether there has to be a key on Volvagia or maybe a key.
That's true.
Could be bow locked.
That's very true. Yeah, I agree with Sloa. I would do Fire. But that's just because I would have also had the 40 choose by now.
It's a key. All right. Does
And
not
that is a
help
Volvagius
her
setup
very
for
much.
him.
Gonna go off to Volvagia.
As good as Ganon's is, though, you could argue that Ice is the better play because it has more checks, with that and Fountain included. Right now, you can only get 5 checks in Ganon's castle.
Yeah, it'd be 6 in a song versus 5 checks in Ganon's.
Yeah, but then you could also include Fire Temple of that play, so ultimately it has either more or just the same, depending on keys. So
it also depends on, like, Arthur, if you've already dipped it or not.
Oh, Rockchalk losing some health here. That's not good. Might want to reset that. Oh, falling off again.
Are those bombs in the ice?
Just a bomb refill.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very worst, fire is still progression.
Yep. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Here we go, 53 seconds, no fairy that I saw from him.
Okay, we do have some ice.
Strength in ice.
Okay.
That really doesn't do
Probably
much
worth
at all right now, though.
Those are only strength. But we need the second one, unfortunately.
Here's a question.
Softly.
Do
you go back to Child's Spirit now that you've got explosives?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Spirit Wave, the hero, I absolutely go back there.
Because with explosives, you get 3 more checks only. It's not a lot. And they are checks that if you find strength 2, you'd be able to do them all anyway. So it's I'm not sure it's a gamble as such. It's just a little bit of a time waste if you do have to do that as Child again, just because of the age swaps.
I think it's still worth it for the fact that it could just be Way the Hero for the Strength 2. Because it gave you enough keys that you could... It wouldn't be in logic just due to Spirit Key logic, but you could go all the way to the Silver Gauntlets check now.
Yeah.
Arthur, picking up another medallion.
Yeah. Probably going to be...
Castle anyone?
Probably going to be our first into Ganon's Castle here, unless they decide to do something else, but... maybe they're going to hit the Sacred Forest Meadow here as well, to be fair. You're already here. You're arguably going to need the song anyway, so... We
know there's nothing in there. It's like $50 on the Wolfos and Vanilla Minuet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But Minuet is, it's a good song to have, ultimately, so...
Jaybone and Rockchalk pretty much in sync in fire right now.
They've kind of been in sync for a while now.
Yeah, they've been doing things quite close
in
together.
and out of it just a little bit.
Yeah. Although saying that, Jaybone was the last into Dodongo's cavern, because they went into Goron.
Yeah, that's why I said
we are again.
In and out of sync.
Yeah, completely.
But definitely those are the
again.
two that you look up and half the time they're in the same place.
More explosives for Arthur. GG.
Well, going through Lost Woods.
Is there any particular song you hope for here? I guess Storms, maybe? Or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't want Storms. Maybe you don't want the sea to open up anymore.
I'd want Storms because that would give me better...
Okay, who said that?
Wow.
Who said Vanilla Irons? One of you did.
That wasn't me. I wish I could say that was what I called. And Sun Song. Okay. Wow, that ice paying off big time.
I guess we're gonna find out if there was something under the water. If it is that hook shot.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But the reason I wanted Storms there is it would have also given me a better excuse to go back Child for the Child Spirit with explosives.
To be honest, I didn't even notice the song. I just saw the irons. What was the song?
Yeah, they're taking a dive. They're taking a dive, so this is something.
Hook shot.
I thought it was a hook shot, but no.
It looks like it's a shield.
No, it's a shield.
Looks like it's double decker shield.
Yeah. So they are no, because there was one on the ferry as well.
Right.
So triple Deku Shield.
So Fountain was triple Deku Shield.
He must have thought it was something else.
Wow. They might have just not seen it.
It
To
could
be
have
fair.
looked like a claim check. I remember one of the
Oh,
quals,
maybe.
or I can't remember. I think it was a weekly where there was a claim check on the arch, but a lot of people wrote it off as a Deku Shield. And that ended up being needed to give Bigoron for Rudo's letter.
3 fucking Deku Shields, man. That feels bad. that's the worst Fountain I've ever seen.
It's pretty miserable, yeah.
If this is a Deku Shield, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Okay. What is on King Wheat?
Something. That was actually a useful item, though.
Yeah, it's just an upgrade.
Yeah.
Same color, I guess.
Sloa, the only thing we've seen on Skull so far is a bomb bag on 10.
And 30, 40, and 50 are all dead.
Yep.
Yeah. 20 is still
we haven't
available,
seen
though.
20 yet.
We have seen some aggressive skull routing as well, so there could be something we see not soon, because you need a hook shot to make that soon, but yeah, they have been going for some of the harder skulls to get, that's for sure. And Arthur heading into Ganon's here, so we'll get to see if anything's in there, and whether Rushing Fire was also the right play. Of course, we know that Ice was, in general, the right play.
So, Jaybone going for an extra fairy here, or maybe just a heal up, and Rockchalk just going right into the boss fight.
Interestingly enough, we're only 1 item away from all dungeons. Well, if you know the hookshotless strat, we are anyway.
We'll have double Volvagia now.
I am very surprised to see Child here on Pappy's side. I gotta say, I'm not 100% sure you skip fire here. Maybe not confident on 5 hearts.
Maybe. Well, this will be heart number 6.
Possibly wanting to chase away the hero too. You know, you clean up Child Market and then you go back Child Spirit with your explosives, because I believe he'd already done part of Child Spirit.
Rockchalk gets Volvagia down.
That was a very clean fight from Rockchalk too.
Bomb tube bowling for Pappy. Get some new checks
we
here.
haven't seen this one at all.
Nothing so far for Arthur. 3 checks deep.
Bonka Len
Oh wow.
for
All
the
right.
useless chest minigame.
But Pappy must not have seen the hint.
Alright, so here's something
I don't remember where the
interesting.
hint was, but
The what getting to adult spirit is now in logic.
Oh yeah, like crossing the wasteland. Yeah, that's the logic.
So Requiem might not be way of the hero. I mean, we know there was a key child side, but
yeah, there was
That's
a key child
true.
side.
yeah,
could be
there is
key
just
logic,
a chance.
purely for
there-
key logic.
Epona's is behind ZL, but where was ZL?
ZL was on Requiem.
Oh,
check.
right, okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Yep.
yes.
Forgot the song location. Thank you, Toxic.
But Pappy is just doing some child market area cleanup right now. He'll be getting
Well, we
that
can collect
bomb
the
bag
fairy.
pretty
That
soon.
has not been seen yet.
Now we've got a double Ganon's dip.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in there though. Arthur has found nothing in Ganon's
He
castle.
just found
actually,
for
that's
wars
nice.
though, so
Okay.
that's
Okay,
definitely worth.
I don't think you said it
sure,
here.
where are you
though.
going to use that?
No, I definitely don't set it here, but when I get a hook shot and a bow, I'm absolutely doing hovers and Furor's wind strats in forest.
Yeah, it's a shame that you find that after having done Fire Temple.
Yeah, that is a shame.
We couldn't even
Leaving
open
part
the
of Fire
shortcut,
Temple
so yeah.
behind, if there's something there, feels so bad.
I think you're coming in robotic to me, Miraba. I don't know if it was just me.
Sorry, that's just my internet. It should be going in and out.
Alright, Arthur, where are you going here?
I think he's doing night skulls in CAC. And funny enough, Arthur and Poppy, neither of them have gotten the boomerang out of the open grotto yet.
Yeah, I think that's going to stay quite isolated for a good while.
Ooh, and Rockchalk picking up some blue fire in Water Trial. That way he'll be able to unfreeze King Zora first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Saving a little bit of time.
Pappy's gonna tell us what's on the song. Check.
This could be big. Him and Arthur both in Kakariko, but only one of them was Sun Song, so...
And nothing in that grave, and unfortunately, Arthur is not going to have enough skulls to check 20, but I don't know if he's gotten 10 yet.
No.
Arthur did check 10 and picked up that bomb bag.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So probably going to see Arthur just go to Child Spirit here again.
Now, Jaybone's been practicing this all day before the qual started.
But they have bombs.
Wants to try it anyway.
And gives up and just it's just going to ground jump.
Fuck it, I'll take a bomb. So what is...
So saying I need to teach them the easier setup.
Yeah, but Dotso's definition of easy is not everyone's definition of easy.
To be fair, though, Jaybone sent in, well, Felix, really, but sent in the clip of getting up onto the King Zora for the meat skip, and in less than 30 minutes, Dotso already had a setup for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was really impressive.
And now we're seeing Arthur doing some child cleanup, deciding he doesn't want the lens, but he's gonna have to play the game anyways.
Oh, ran into the ran into the zone.
Auto zone. Oh, but he was too far forward again.
No!
Oh wow, rip.
Just spam him. Just spam him.
Just save quit.
Yeah, because it's gonna take you.
Yeah, because it's just a shooting gallery. Although arguably on the VC it is slower.
It is much longer, yeah.
Yeah. Did Rockchalk just crash?
No, it's like
is
a
that part
reset,
of
maybe.
reset for Rockchalk?
This is a long reset.
It looks like it was a crash because he was checking his items. It looks like he saved recently, though. That's
yeah,
good.
he did. He still has Furores, so yeah, he had finished the climb.
Okay. Not the end of the world. Okay. Thank God for that. Also, you can't pause in bomb tube bowling. That sucks ass. But okay, this game is a well-designed game.
This game has no bugs. And you totally
None.
cannot get an R-Wing from Star Fox into this game either.
Jay deciding they want the lens, so we're going to go for it. Arthur is now on Din's Ferry. Looks like Pappy is finishing off some chickens, and we've got an adult spirit playing?
Colossus
Reverse?
right there.
Yeah, could be Colossus into reverse here. I think GTG is fine. I'm not super, like... Ultimately, there's not a lot you can do, but there's also not a lot left.
Yeah. I mean, it's way the hero. It's probably going to be either a hook shot or a bow, or one leading to the other.
I think I'd go ice over GTG here, though.
Yeah.
And I know Rockchalk hasn't gone ice.
And Poppy not look... or does look a little happy that he got that slingshot, but if he goes, he's just now marking it on his tracker. If he goes,
I mean, that's
he's gonna
their
find another.
That's their first projectile, so they couldn't do a Child Spirit earlier.
Oh, that's right. They couldn't do Child Spirit earlier.
Yeah.
So
So if they want to, they can now do Child Spirit.
Continuing the mask trade quest.
Yeah, it looks like
I
it.
think just floopies.
So finish off Lost Woods, and then maybe head to Child Spirit just to get that all wrapped up nicely. Of course, the one thing they don't have is the boomerang, so not going to be able to do Jabu. If they wanted to do Stone Jabu, not going to be able to do that for now.
So according to
And
Dotso,
no one really
as long
wants
as
to do
something's on your B button, you can save quit, but if nothing's on the B button, it won't let you.
Oh, we're about to see Papa D.
Let's go, Papa D, my boy.
I'm
Give
still
us
all
them
for
goods.
bringing this cutscene back. I want to see Papa D dancing.
I'd be okay with that.
It's a long cutscene.
It's a
That's
beautiful cutscene.
Beauty takes time.
And Kari spamming Kajiro for Goma logic. Yo, Ermagerd Cupcakes with the tier 1 sub.
With the 6 months
Handing out
advance.
those emotes.
Hog.
Oh my god, I love that 2020 capture. That's a hilarious emote. Commentators, OOT has no bugs. My YouTube recommendations: how wearing no boots increases your speed in OOT.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the meantime, nothing on Papa D, so sad times.
Is anything on Trent's pot?
We've already seen Qualifier 1 with the boomerang on this pot, which was not great for a lot of people.
I enjoyed that boomerang.
I did not enjoy that boomerang. I lost an hour and 10 minutes to that boomerang.
Oh, no.
I feel like Arthur is playing off of recency bias here, going, well, there've been a lot of things in Goron City recently. I'd better clear it.
Maybe. I mean, ultimately, Child Goron City, just getting that over and done with is fine. If you can do it all, why not?
Never come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because this is literally the last check you need to do for Goron City, period.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't the last Child route, because they will still need to do Deku Tree when they find Kokiri's sword. So it's not necessarily just due to cleanup. But looks like honestly, it looks like Arthur's a little lost at this point. Also, they don't have Spirit Wave the hero because they did not go to River.
Oof.
Wait, they had to have gone.
No, they went to River. We got the hammer.
They just didn't read the hint.
Yeah, they just didn't read the hint.
It's not on their custom on their personal tracker. They've not got Spirit Wave the hero.
Taught in GTG. That also means he doesn't have. What was the 4th way the hero that we have?
CAC.
Temple of Time. CAC Spirit GTG.
Yeah, he doesn't have CAC on it either, and I think that was also in the river.
Well, at this point, no shit, CAC is Way of the Hero.
I think CAC Way the hero was in Hyrule Castle, if I remember.
Oh, yes.
300 Sylvester emotes, Pog. And we're seeing our first GTG dip here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
we can do
and hookshot lists.
Yeah, we can
Never
do
feels good.
2 checks in logic, plus if you know hookshot lists, 1 more.
Which is something I recommend everyone learning is hookshot list GTG. There's wind being dropped there.
Yeah, I guess you can do.
You can get a 4th check out of here.
Yeah, well, you can go into the flame chest room. I think as long as you can do a ground jump up, you can get the 2 checks in there. So
There's also the hovers.
oh,
The
Dins!
hovers off the chest.
Yeah, Dens was in here. That is unlocking the checks that we're seeing Jaybone do into Logic now.
It also unlocks
a magic locked key.
It also unlocks Shadow Temple.
That is true, and I have seen many seeds where my first hookshot was that last check in Shadow before you require a hookshot.
Feels terrible.
Oh, I guess how committed to GTG do you be here with that Din's unlocking Shadow, which is potentially going to get you your next item? I'm not sure. With Feror's Wind here, I might just go to Shadow.
Maybe.
And then if it doesn't pay out, just Feror's Wind back.
Alright, Arthur's going to clear out Hyrule Field. Pick up that boomerang.
It looks like we're seeing Hookshotless from Rockchalk, though.
Are we going to see anything else in Spirit?
And it looks like Jaybone tried to get the flame storage for the sunroom and just either lost his stick or just barely didn't get the flame storage, so he's having to collect those silver rupees.
Yeah, surprisingly tight on time, that one.
Arthur, in about, I don't know, 15 seconds? Gonna get that boomerang?
Yeah, we'll see if that... I mean, they haven't even been to Domain, so it's not going to tempt them to Jabu, because they don't even have a letter.
Yeah, because they haven't been to Valley, so they haven't gone to Zor's Domain.
And thus haven't got the Spirit Temple Way of the Hero in. Which was that? I think that was behind that. That was next to King Zora, right?
Yeah, there was the second Spirit Temple was behind King Zora.
Yeah.
And Spirit Temple walked for the hook shot in the sunroom.
In the sunblock room. Okay, that's...
Now the big question is Jaybone gonna scum this key, or since he has two, is he gonna just go through it?
I can't see you scumming this, honestly. With Stone Spirit that you might not never need to come back to, I don't really see the point. Because you're going to be able to get the rest of the keys anyway, right?
Well, so far we also did get a Mirror Shield in a Way the Hero location. There could be something else Mirror Shield locked here.
Yeah. Ultimately, I don't see the need to scum keys here.
And that's a real clean Iron Knuckle fight.
Meanwhile, Rockchalk having some real bad times with this skip here.
Yeah.
Not quite being able to get the jump properly.
Barely missed it. I'm not familiar with the setup that he's doing.
The key, even though it is just money on the hand.
Yeah, honestly, again, I don't think you need to. If you've just got one key, maybe, but two keys, you're gonna find another key in Adult Side. There we go. Rockchalk makes it through.
And Arthur doing the checks in the Valley as an adult.
Arthur should be getting the scale here, then.
Yeah, the scale might logically point them in the right direction, honestly. I know they're not going to get much out of it as adults, but...
Horse.
Oh, have they? They've not been to GTG yet.
Yeah,
probably
he's going to save in GTG.
Save in GTG.
Because you can't kill yourself
for
very
horseback
easily.
Archery too, because I'm not that good at it, so I'll save in GTG. If I run out of money, I'll just reset.
Nice.
Also, fun little tidbit for the room that Rockchalk is in right now in GTG. If you use your hovers to one of those 4 corner pillars, and then hover onto the middle eye statue on top of it, it'll give you a giant magic jar, even if you don't currently have magic.
I've never heard of that before.
I actually didn't realize about it until I saw Raikaru and Beryl doing their GDQ co-op run when Raikaru did that. And now we're going to see a Ganon's dip by Jaybone. That's going to let him pick up his Furor's Wind.
Mm-hmm. Pappy is very close to getting their first hook
shot says you can do Spirit Trial.
Yes, that does unlock 2 more checks. 3 more, actually, because you can also get the chest in the first Shadow Trial check.
Mm. Still no bow, though.
We've seen that one with, I thought.
I'm not sure if this is
100%
just...
Sure.
I'm not sure if this is just recency from me, but I've seen so many seeds lately that have just had bows buried. Absolutely buried in the seeds. And it looks like we're having the same thing today.
What?
We're gonna
Song
see the
of
right
Time
side
Watch
of the
for
maze.
Shadow Trial first check. That'll be the day.
That'd be great. Where was first hook?
Love that.
First hook is in the chest that Pappy is going to open in about a minute's time.
That's French vanilla ice arrows.
Yeah, no. Nope. Okay. But there was a key on right side of maze.
But since there was only a singular key, we don't necessarily know that Song of Time is needed. Also, I love these emotes. The little meme items. Those are cute. Yeah, it looks like Arthur's might be scumming his scale here.
Oh, it was 2 keys?
Was it 2 keys?
I didn't see what was on freestanding, but it could very well have been a key. Oh!
Possibly.
Oh, okay. That is your butter knife in GTG.
Nice.
Yeah, you need to get over here for sure. For several things.
And that hook shot will put, I believe, puts that butter knife into logic.
Yeah, it does.
So we've seen Dins and we've seen the butter knife so far in GTG. And rightly so, immediately plays Prelude after getting that butter knife.
Nice. So that is Deku Tree and Shadow, essentially beatable as long as you know Bomb Juice strats in
for the bridge.
For the bridge, yeah.
Or if you can find Long Shot, then you could just go confirm your Scarecrow.
I don't even think they've said it in the first place, have they? Well, I
think only two of them have said it.
Yeah, I think Arthur hasn't. I'm not sure who else has.
I know Jaybone has. Or Jaybone or Rockchalk. I'm not 100% sure which one.
All right, Rockchalk is going to go into Deku.
Jay said it. Okay.
The Forest Medallion and presumably get our Way of the Hero Storms.
Yeah, it has to be Way of the Hero Storms.
For the well, or maybe one of the few other checks.
But yeah, no, we'll be seeing Storms, so something probably either Kokiri or more than likely bottom of the well will have something. Yeah, no, if it's not Storms in Temple of Time, then we've got a Broken Seed. Shout out to the Wath hookshot on child only, beatable only, Triforce on during Neil and Mai's Rando match.
Yeah, there was some not nonsensical to a human logic going on there.
And Jaybone picking up his Furor's win.
So who's winning in the minute? Who do we think?
I would say probably at this point Rockchalk.
Yeah, I think it's between Rockchalk and Pappy. I mean, Ice Cavern is pretty huge for Pappy to have right now. And
that's true.
The more items you have, the less likely you are to go to Ice. So I think getting it done early on Pappy's side might give them an advantage because they don't need to consider it later.
Then again, Arthur here also about to pick up his butter knife, doing his own hookshotless GTG. That might also put him closer into Rockchalk's lead.
Yeah, but ultimately no hookshot. So
yeah.
Oh no, Rockchalk doesn't have a hookshot either.
Yeah, no, he did hook-shotless too. Yeah,
so... Yeah, you know what? I'm sticking with Pappy. I think Pappy is considerably in the lead here.
Yeah, because he now also has the ability, having that hookshot, to dip into Water Temple, and depending on key layout, we might see like a vanilla long shot.
Yeah, not only that, but they still know GTG's Way of the Hero, and has a hookshot, so doesn't have to mess around with hookshotless, and can just generally feel more comfortable with it. So I think Pappy in the lead for me. Just about an hour and a half in. Just want to thank the trackers who are doing all the good stuff behind the scenes at the minute. Shirowelli, Winnie Demon, Karam, and Banana Lord. Thank you very much.
We have a link for the trackers. Yes.
Well, that we got a command.
Except Shiro's not on that one, so GG Hell Knight.
Oh, GG's. Matty Mouse redeemed thanks to our commentators and trackers. And Arthur picking up his Din's Fire. Overall, though, I do agree with Rockchalk's play of going back Child versus doing Shadow, for the fact that it'll allow him to do Child Spirit, get Storms after Deku, have Deku done, and then follow that way the hero, and possibly put himself at a much bigger advantage.
I think there's also a lot of items left to find. I think that's the big thing here, because you could argue with less items to collect, you could be more aggressive here. You could really force that Spirit Wave the hero. You could really force Deku Tree. But I think considering there's so many left, I don't think cleanup is the worst thing to do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
And it does look like it was 2 keys on the right side.
So, we thinking bow and Deku Tree?
I'm thinking
maybe.
Like that.
I have to wonder, you know, what does Arthur do for the next
You very roboted there. Ask that again.
Turned into Mr. Destructoid there. I don't know if he knows that Spirit's Way the hero.
I still think he doesn't. Arthur is pretty good with keeping things
hint?
on that tracker. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe it was in Zora's Domain was the second hint.
So where's the first one?
In River.
In River.
River had Spirit and Cack for the hint stones. And he doesn't have either of those currently written. And the other Cack, as we just saw, was behind Deku Tree.
Alright, so Arthur popping for Rose's win down here makes perfect sense. We'll see if they just choose to rush Deku Tree at this point. I'd imagine so. No. Okay, this looks like a shadow play.
Well, it changed his
He
mind.
just played the wrong song.
Yeah.
He's done that a few times today, where he plays a song and it's like, wait, no, different song.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
play the wrong note to start, your muscle memory just takes over.
I still wouldn't suggest that as the worst option right now, considering they don't know Spirit Way the hero. Their hookshot could just be in shadow, but yeah, ultimately, I think Deku Tree is the right play here.
The 20th skull on Jaybone. We're gonna get to go see what that check is now. See what finally is our options for Way the hero, because Burning Pack is gonna be Serenade.
I'm not sure how aggressive that 20 skulls is. An hour and a half with only just getting the hookshot for 20 skulls. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I agree. I mean, the bottles definitely help, but right now we have about 45 skulls in Logic or so.
Actually, we're going to first see 10 skull reward of the bomb bag.
Man, bomb bags this
Nothing
seed.
for 20.
Yeah, 20. Womp womp. Just dead.
And so far, Deku's been a big fat goose egg too.
Yeah, only a few checks to go. Of course, it is your. More importantly, I think it's your forest medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the bigger thing. Forest medallion with Waft Tot, you absolutely rush that.
Yeah.
And Poppy finally getting his Fire Boss key, which was the one reason why I didn't necessarily consider him ahead of everyone, even though he had ice, was because he has not touched any part of Ganon's yet.
True.
Yeah.
You might not. I
might
mean,
not need it.
There's an argument for skipping it here.
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether he's going to skip it and go to Spirit, but I guess if you've not been to Spirit already, you're probably just going to go to Ganon's.
Yeah.
And yeah, Toxic Arson there. If Temple of Time song has to be Song of Storms, yes.
100%, or it's a broken seed, and we have to let everyone know in an hour and 30 minutes in, hey, we gave you the wrong seed.
Yep, sorry guys. You've rolled a duff.
And J-Bone picking up even more bomb shoes.
Yeah, nothing in Deku Tree. One check to go, just Goma.
Yeah, I mean, it's a medallion.
And this check is technically in logic right now.
And then you start having to choose what you do next. Gonna see first bow and well? Quite possibly.
I'm thinking first bow on Morpha, with long shot in the well.
Morpha? First bow on
that's
Morpha,
disgusting,
wow.
but sure.
That would suck.
Boss key on the compass chest, first bow on Morpha. Nice. One cycle for Rockchalk there. Absolutely clean.
I need to refresh my stream. You're about 10 seconds ahead of me, I think.
Oh. Yeah, everyone's synced up on my screen. I've got him just now picking up the paperweight from Goma. So nothing in Deku whatsoever but your forced medallion.
I'm just gonna refresh all of mine just to be safe. All right, and Rockchalk doing Requiem. Well, pick up a hook shot.
So far, only Arthur and J-Bone have picked up that boomerang from Open Grotto.
Yeah. Pappy unfortunately missed everything with Lavagia, so we gotta... There's the last hit. Okay, good.
That was getting a
Watching
little
that
Monka
clock
sweat
tick
there.
down as he's on the side, and it's like, okay. How many hits you got left?
Luckily, as long as Volvagia does 3 of the little whack-a-mole little peekaboos, you know you can beat her with Vigor on Sword. And at some point, Rockchalk picked up a stick upgrade, because it does show him having 20 now. I'm not sure where he grabbed that.
We've seen... I think that's actually the Gerudo Valley hammer check.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Possibly.
Because I believe that's what we saw Arthur getting.
Yeah. And there's the second medallion for Poppy right there. Now I wonder what Poppy's gonna do now after beating Fire. More than likely it's a Ganon dip.
Yeah, looks like Ganon's. Of course, they can do a little more in Ganon's than everyone else could because of the hook shot.
That is true.
So we do get to see the spirit trial checks. And if something like, you know, if Strength 2 or something is in there, that could be pretty huge.
Or if it's a bow.
Yeah, a bow would be massive.
Because a bow puts Barren Forest into logic.
Yeah. It also means that beating Shadow is just in logic, which is good. But no, they're not going to Ganon's. They are going to GTG, so...
Interesting. Okay.
Fair play to them. I mean, arguably, they're making the right choice here. I don't see them, like... I think this is fine. I think you can convince yourself this is fine. You know it's way the hero. You've got a hook shot. You know, you've got
you can beat it. You might wait till you have either Strength 2 or a bow.
Yeah.
That way you're only abandoning 4 checks and not 8.
Yeah, perfectly fair. And especially considering Pappy doesn't have Thrall's Wind, this is more of a gamble here. But I've got nothing wrong with rushing away at the hero here. I think it is a decent shout, and arguably it's going to pay off for him.
Exactly. And we have Goma down on Arthur's side. Nice little fight there. Unfortunately, not going to find anything in Deku but that paperweight.
Shaking his head at that. No,
but hey, now he can find all the hidden grottos.
Never play multi-world with Stone of Agony required for grottos turned on. I once got sent to wave the hero Ganon's castle for someone else's Stone of Agony. And that, you know, 6 hours in, that's just appalling.
It's great as finding Nehru's love. You have, in a way, the hero location, and you haven't realized that, oh, it's Oko right now.
Right, here is Storms for Arthur. Is he gonna immediately flip back and do Child?
I think that would be the play
so.
here.
Yeah, I think so.
And please, please, Arthur, follow it up by going into Spirit Child, just to get your last Child things out of the way.
Again, they just don't know.
I know he doesn't know. It's awful, but it's just.
I mean,
please clean up your Child.
I guess it kind of depends.
He has Kakariko way the hero right now. He did find that, so he knows Requiem was way the hero.
Yes.
Yes, they've got Requiem and Mirror Shield.
But he got Ziella off of Requiem. I mean, that's just.
It's true.
Like, that's just...
I guess we'll see. Like, it depends what they find in the well here. It could have...
Yeah.
If it has another strength, then...
Or if it has the long shot.
I mean, long shot... Yeah, isn't really going to force them into spirit. Again, I think the fact that Pappy has gone to ice so early is so good for them, because everyone else's options have just exploded. And I don't think anyone is considering ice as a good choice right now, mainly because of the songs.
I could see Rockchalk thinking
it's
ice.
It's not a song you want in there.
Yeah.
It's Serenade or it's Suns.
Yeah, exactly. So
you don't
it's
want either one particularly.
Yeah, that's not super appealing. And we also, I mean, they don't know it, but Fountain is a hot fucking mess of Deku shields, so that's not going to excite them. When they see that.
Make sure you have a Deku shield for Well and for Child Spirit. They're being kind. And there is Jaybone picking up his dins as well. But he's got the hookshot here, so we'll be able to see those hookshot plays. And there's the 13th skull for Poppy, so we're going to be seeing him collect a few more skulls, even though we know it's dead.
Yep, that is your stick upgrade through the Valley of Hammer Rocks.
Alrighty. And Rockchalk finding his hookshot there, he's going to go right into that Iron Knuckle fight. Vanilla Ice Arrows for Jaybone, just
French Vanilla Ice
resets.
Arrows are just, yeah.
But hey, that puts that bongo in logic.
looking forward to when the next OCS challenge is like meme percent. Kill Bongo with ice arrows. Use Nehru's love when beating Ganons.
Also, we're seeing some well.
Yeah, well,
Jaybone's
I've
got
seen,
his
like,
Kokiri sword now.
one check so far.
Nothing too fancy.
Nothing yet.
Your typical dead well.
You could argue that the well being dead here is good for Arthur, because if it pushes them up the river, they might be tempted to do the domain.
That's reasonable.
But we'll see. It's more than likely that well has something. But if it doesn't, and if it's just on one of those random off checks.
Rockchalk finally grabbing his Song of Storms.
Yep,
And it
also
looks
gonna
like
go
he's
child.
putting the sword right back. Definitely agree with that play.
Yeah. Presumably gonna also pop on over into the well.
Old scale in the well, that might also keep Rockchalk away from ice, which honestly would be a bad thing because he's going to miss his strength.
That's bottle number 3 in the well. Fairy in a bottle.
It's telling them to go to ice. Go to ice.
Oh, no.
And it's a
wallet?
Well, we've seen both tunics, right? So
I've
did we
only
see
seen the
Goron
Zora tunic.
we've
I've
definitely
not
seen
Goron.
I don't know where it is, but I know we've seen it.
Can
I've
anyone
seen
Yeah,
it on-
Nick's
help
already
us
been saying
here?
it can't be wallet. We have both tunics.
Yeah, I've
Where
seen it on
was the
someone's
other tunic?
screen. I just can't remember where it was.
Not a clue. Goron tunic and Deku?
Right, okay,
Oh, I
thanks.
guess we
Oh,
both
thank
missed that.
Yeah, we were pretty checked out of Deku.
And what does Steve have for us today? He's got a piece of heart. Nice job on that jump slash by Arthur.
Yep.
Nice.
Gonna poke him in the face
Maybe
one
I will-
last time.
One cycled on him.
Okay.
Oh, and
that
there's
is
another
a
strength in shadow.
in shadow.
But still, no 1-on-2 strengths yet.
Okay.
This is where
That's
there's
big.
if there's a third strength in the well.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Because that would be all 3 strengths and not a single one of them have more than 1.
I mean, there's only, what, 3 checks left in the well? Nothing in here so far. So yeah, it could just be another check. It could be Death Mountain Trail or Forest or the river. And again, I think the river would really benefit Arthur here. Meanwhile, we have a almost 2-hour chickens on Rockchalk's side.
Hey, it's
You're really
Catboy the
disappointed
hero.
for that.
Do your chicken.
Like, I don't disagree with the chickens, but he's definitely going to be upset. According to Nightbot, on Wednesday, we're honored to restream the 3rd Season 4 qualifier at 8 p.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern. We're definitely going to have to go check that out, guys.
Damn,
Yep.
that's news to me.
There's another bottle.
Wow!
We
that
have
bottle
bottle
percent in the
Thank
well?
you, Arthur.
Arthur, go to ice. You've got 4 bottles.
You got a
Arthur.
fish. Second strength in the well.
Oh my
god!
Sorry, our third strength. Yes, who called that?
Oh, that was me. Let's go.
Okay.
That's gold.
So there's a strength in ice, a strength in shadow, and a strength in the well.
Not one of those is strength locked
Yeah, so,
either.
so strength 3 is probably Way of the Hero.
Okay.
Light Trial has your bow again.
Outside Ganon's
That
castle.
feels terrible, but I've seen it. I have seen it happen, and it's awful. I mean, it's hilarious,
Bow,
but it's
4
awful.
hours. Or not Qual 1, it was a couple of weeklies ago, before the Qual started.
So yeah, again, ice being the big play. Pappy will obviously naturally go into the well, and naturally go into shadow. So they're going to have strength 3 relatively comfortably, whereas none of the rest of our 3 runners have gone to ice cavern. Jaybone finding that strength is convenient for them, but not really a big deal because it's just Shadow Temple and on the way. And everyone else is going to just roll into that.
Yeah, Qualifier 1 was incredibly cursed.
Yeah, Qual 1 can...
1 was AD for Sunsong for Kokiri for stored in the Sunsong grave. That's
no, that wasn't Qual 1.
No, that was Weekly 1. I'm sorry. Qual 1 was some other hot garbage with light arrows and stone shadow.
I believe rolled by Jason?
Yeah,
of course.
It was.
Of course it was rolled by Jason. Synonymous with terrible seeds.
Yep.
Alright, and Arthur is going upriver. Thank you, Arthur. Please go into domain.
Alright,
and see that
Rockchalk going
spirit
into the
wave hero, please.
Yeah, I think this is gonna sort of adjust Arthur's course here and really benefit him.
So why would you go into river and not check the hints?
Still don't think he's gonna check the hints here. I think he's gonna do Frogs 1 and just turn in the letter.
He assumes he's checked the hint.
There's the bow! It's in shadow!
So that puts us long shot from go mode.
Is it just long shot?
It's long shot and yeah, it's long shot period because we have everything else for AD.
Yes.
So yeah, it's long shot for glow mode.
So
long
shot.
Dungeon.
Long shot on
in the
light
dungeon.
behind strength 3.
Thought you ought to know.
Arthur gonna do the other storms checks.
Yes, Melrose and Banana Lord. I love the reference. Keep up the Harry Potter references. So glow mode is 1 item away. If long shot's in light trial, then you're gonna have to do ice and the well.
I mean, that feels terrible, but sure. Is that gold scale in shadow?
That's gold scale in shadow.
Shadow's stacked.
Shadow, calm down. If Bongo has long shot again, then Jaybone might be able to avoid ice.
I mean, we still think that strength 3 is required, right?
Right, but if long shot is on in shadow as well, then Jaybone will be able to complete water without irons. So unless lights are strength 3 locked, then he won't need to do shadow at all.
True,
right.
But like irons aren't strength locked, so I think
That's true.
It's borderline guaranteed that something is strength locked, and by strength locked I mean strength 3 locked at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Rockchalk is going to run into the strength soon. That will be their first strength.
As we got Poppy also in shadow, just picked up his second.
Yeah, gonna get that bow soon and feel pretty good about that. Potentially just rushing forest after that just to get it done. It means you can give sort of the rest of your play a bit of a think, even though you know you're not going to get any items.
I need
Jaybone
to not
aiming
yell
a
at
little
Jaybone.
too low for
We're going, no, move along. There we go. Arthur. Finding...
Wait!
Yeah!
wait!
Yeah!
Long shot? Was that long shot in Storm's DMT?
Was that DMT or was that Kokiri?
That was DMT. He had just left Goron City. So we're in glow mode.
God,
we're in glow
okay.
no mode.
Yeah, so we're lights away. So there's there's a reasonably high chance that light arrows are just in light trial. So
or
ice
could just be sitting in Jabu and require a dip of all the dungeons.
Yeah, ice could be bait. I still don't see that as bait. I think the way the hero's strength is too indicative of needing light trial here or outside Ganon's castle. But we'll see. This could be a massive break for Arthur because I don't think
for Arthur.
I think finding that strength means that you're not necessarily going to check the rest of the storm stuff. So you could just go to well, find the strength, and then just call it. Be like, okay, fine, I'll just leave. So yeah, that's a pretty big deal. They're now going to find their bow. They're now going to find another strength, and yeah, looking pretty good.
Especially because I believe most of the other people have already cleared Child Goron City, so there isn't much that would drive them to that Storm's Grotto.
Yeah. What the hell's happened?
And the third slingshot in Shadow too. I missed that earlier.
Yeah. What the hell's happened with a good point of letter being required for ice? If it is required, not having the letter is a big deal because that's domain. And
oh yeah,
that is honestly a horrible place to go back to.
And Arthur still doesn't have a scale. I mean, he's gonna get one soon, but he hasn't been thinking about it.
Did they not he got the scale from Waterfall, I thought.
I don't see it on his tracker.
I'm not sure if they got it.
I mean, he's gonna get one.
I know he's seen it.
You know, in I don't know, 5-10 minutes in Shadow, and then maybe he'll think about it. But he hasn't been thinking about it because he doesn't have one.
Oh, he scummed it away. Okay.
I mean, I guess that's fair. You don't need it.
Probably to continue in GTG.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, if you have a scale and the last thing you're looking for is irons, you just go back and get it. So.
So I wonder, what is Rockchalk doing here?
This is the well play, right? Because I don't think they've done anything with storms.
But he's got...
Wait, no, they just come out.
He's getting a mask.
Oh, he's finishing his mask. Okay.
Yeah, no. So maybe they are doubling down on storms checks as well. They're going to get the mask in Lost Woods, go into Kokiri Forest, maybe down the river.
That might be just...
That makes sense.
Gonna clean up a lot of child.
Yeah.
Other than Jabu.
And there's the bow for Arthur. He looked... I wouldn't say excited, but like there's definitely a reaction there.
That Pappy, you mean?
Poppy, yes, not Arthur. I'm sorry. Now we see Rockchalk doing bomb chew bowling for the lens, but I know he's seen that the lens minigame was dead. Because I'm pretty sure he was the first one to read it. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Also, it's actually slower to throw out extra chews when you've thrown the perfect chew for the last one, because it won't give you the item until all the chews have blown up.
Interesting.
I never thought about it, but now that you say it, you're right. I've seen that happen, that it gets delayed. Also,
never play like anyone that plays with customizable fanfares is just screwing themselves over with horseback archery because the game doesn't end until the fanfare ends. And if you've got
sometimes
a really long fanfare,
silence.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Failure. The ship is sinking. Oh, Jaybone. I upped your timer to 1 hour. Stop spamming that, Nightbot.
I believe that was nothing in the Crusher room in Shadow.
Yeah, nothing there.
Just looking for those last few items. Nope, not here.
Sorry, Link, your long shot's in another castle.
we know this is a key, so...
Yep.
I mean, ultimately, again, I don't expect to find anything else now until someone gets Strength 3.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here a while waiting for everyone else to go to Ice.
I don't think we have a bet bot on this channel, but if you want to throw a bet into what specific light trial check happens to have light arrows, feel free.
That's the lullaby check. You're gonna need a key. Because one of them was... No,
we had
you
a
go
wave
ahead,
of
Miraba.
hero storms.
But to be fair,
one thing, which might point to strength, and then we had one in ice and one in shadow.
Yeah, no, to be fair, Toxic brings up a good point. We have found hookshot on storms.
It could, yes, it absolutely could be.
Yeah,
it absolutely could be bait, and it could just be somewhere.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing that you don't actually know until you've cleared your strength 3.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, we're not
for a while
seeing...
running on Way of the Hero strength.
Yeah.
For at least Spirit Key logic, but then it turns out that all 3 are accessible.
Right.
So none of them are actually locked.
Now, with Pappy not going to Ganon's castle first, he did have to clear the fan or this pot room instead of getting to Aurora's Wind out of there.
Yeah, but that's
a huge time loss, especially at this level of gameplay. But I mean, it's something. It didn't look like we had anything.
Arthur's about
from
to get a
Bongo.
scale.
Yeah, he did.
There it
his
is.
Way. Okay.
Bug gets crushed.
Honestly, I purposely get crushed at least once in here so that when I go for the moving platform out in the main room, if I don't make it, I don't have to...
you reset here.
Yeah, I reset here.
Shout outs to the second bow on Bongo, by the way.
Oh, it was a second bow on Bongo.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, it was.
So that's definitely a bow-locked bow. Actually, no, it wouldn't necessarily be a bow-locked bow because you have the means of getting long shot, and you could just do it with the air, so that's not necessarily a bow-locked bow.
And Adult Shooting Gallery, which is the first time we've seen this in Way of the Hero Cack.
Oh, wow, they've taken the deep dive there. Fall off that moving platform. That's why the lens is required for this one, for the Scrubs tournament, because sometimes this can be quite tricky to just line up properly. There is a relatively set pattern to this, that if you run out of the the spike trap room, you can essentially make it if you make the right movements, but...
You know, Rockchalk is,
Finally
did the River Storms check, and is going back to Adult.
Did he do the DMT check? He got his long shot?
I don't think so. I think he just did well and then ripped.
Yeah, I don't think they got their long shot.
I mean, it's not like it's a child-only check like Frog's 1 is, so it's not that bad.
True, but you could argue that they're not going to rush that anytime soon, which could be a concern, because they're probably, they're going to Shadow now, so we'll see when they consider that.
They'll probably not be there back to DMT for a while, because they're going to get their Strength 2 from Shadow and potentially go in full clear Spirit at that point.
Yeah.
They've also got absolutely nothing to do around Dodongos or Goron City. It's all done. So going back to that specific check is really out of the way.
Now, Arthur has Aurora's Wind. Does he have it saved somewhere like GTG or something?
Yeah, it's in GTG.
Okay. And Forest is Baron Banana.
Yeah. You don't sacrifice GTG for Aurora's Wind.
Yeah, no, not for GTG.
If you're lucky, you'll get to skip a handful of checks in Forest.
And definitely using in Forest. I've got hovers and bombs. I'm doing Aurora's Wind strats there.
Is this double, triple shadow? If you know what I mean. We've had a triple shadow, and then it dropped to double, and then we've now had a triple shadow.
Yeah.
Just like with the dongos.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of that for Forest as well, if you ask me.
Oh boy, yeah, that's gonna be
we
not
could.
fun.
I think this. I'm not.
Forest, let me go take a nap.
I'm not sure if Rockchalk finishes
Let
in
all our
time, but we
trackers
could
take a nap.
easily have
Triple
Quad Forest.
Barren Forest. Oof.
Yep.
Because presumably Pappy will head over there shortly.
I think he might go Spirit over Forest. He knows Forest is Baron, and he knows Spirit's way to hero. And he's got his strength.
Well, but just clear a dungeon. You're trying to think about everything else.
Yeah,
You
I think
gotta do it
ultimately,
at some point.
in my opinion, and I know that's just mine, but I will always clear a dungeon, even if it's Baron, if I have the ability to do so. Unless there's direct progression I know is going to benefit me, I'll go to Forest for thinking time, if anything. Like,
That's fair.
Right, okay, let's give this a think. Forest is fucking dull and boring. You don't need to think about anything other than a little bit of execution, so let's just think about the seed, think of where my last things might be.
Forest before long shot. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a mistake. There's not much you can do with a long shot in Forest that you can't with a hook shot.
Yeah, it's a little faster, but nothing crazy.
And it's really only faster in the courtyard.
Yeah, it's not much.
Also, we have seen 4 checks from, no, we've seen 5 checks from Jaybone in Forest, and we have 4 keys.
Bongo down for Pappy. Picking up another medallion. Where will he go to next?
More importantly, will he save it?
Deciding, do I want to pick up that bow on Bongo? Take it. Oh, no, I don't need another bow. I'm fine.
I was confused at what Jaybone was doing with his angles. But it was just set up so he could just immediately backwalk over here.
Yeah, I've seen a few different ways of playing this. There's a lot of ways to navigate that room.
And we are going to get a double Forest.
Double shadow.
Get your resident sleepers in the chat. I am going to go grab some refreshments though, so I shall return shortly.
Alright, you do that. We'll hold down the fort. Looking at a dungeon we've seen twice already and
I'm going to get an excuse to bail from Forest. How dare you? Accept your punishment.
We can take turns. We're probably going to wind up with triple Forest shortly.
Nah, I'll be Quad Forest. I'm absolutely certain we'll get Quad Forest. Even if it's Jaybone literally on Phantom.
Fast enough.
Well,
I actually don't know the timing of this well enough that.
I think Forest is just about slow enough that Rockchalk could enter as Jaybone is sort of like wrapping up Phantom Ganon. So I guess at this point, a consideration is to have is like we now essentially know where everything is bar lights, right? How fast do we think this actually is? Because we're now about the 2-hour mark. This is around the time where people are going to start finishing. So I am curious as to how long we think this seed could be. I don't think this is too difficult if you do the right early plays and get the hits. I think it kind of guides you to the right places-ish. It just depends on kind of depends on the water boss key location at this point. If irons are needed, and obviously where strength is. It wouldn't surprise me if you start to see finishes in around I'm going to say 20 minutes. I don't think sub 230 is, like, really super attainable this seed. Unless someone just god modes it. But I think the long shot location and ice are quite spicy enough that we're not going to see anything super, like, jetty from anyone.
Well, 230 seems about right to me. I'm not good at adding up the minutes, but I'm thinking about, you know, what sort of pain in the ass seeds you require to see finishes that take much longer than that.
I guess, I mean, the only thing I would say is that if anyone rushes River on their Adult 1, then they could really fast forward this seed, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, what we need is for someone else... Okay, so actually, question. Does Arthur go back to GTG, do a few more checks, and pick up that other scale and gold scale water?
I think they will after Forest.
Because that seems like, to me, a reasonable gamble.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable, but it just depends on whether, like, because they still have hookshot at the minute. There's nothing that's gonna rush them towards that sort of gold scale dip, in my opinion. So they do now have. What I will say is that they now have strength 2, so spirit is immediately more appealing than it was. Yeah. So I'm interested in whether, even though they don't know it's Way of the Hero, I am interested as to when or if they decide to go with spirit. Looks like they're just following a few bow checks and
just clearing out CAC Way of the Hero.
I'll take a new check in this battle of Shadow versus Forest. I'll take this. Rockchalk just missing the setup on this pot here.
A few angry shield flicks.
Yeah. Good job they've got about 1,000 chews, so...
So Doxo, the long shot / hook shot, because you can do it in either order, is in Spirit.
Yeah, Spirit and DMT Storm's Grove for our hook shots.
Unfortunately, Arthur apparently has not seen the Spirit Temple Way of the Hero stones, because it's not written down. Yeah, Arthur is, as far as we have been able to tell, the only one to do that, and that is because of Storm's Way of the Hero.
Oh, it's not Forest! What a god!
To GTG!
Arthur, you hero.
I am back. If I missed anything important.
No.
Well, Arthur went into Forest, and then GTG.
Oh, nice. Should know Qualifier Forest, unfortunately.
Also immediately saying Thrall's Wind again.
Well, we first walked through, like, a door, and then said it again.
See, I don't mind him setting it where he did, because once he gets the last couple of keys he needs to get the last chest, he'll be able to just Furor's right back there, and not have to go through the maze again. And if that was the winner heart piece, it looks like we are just one item from meme %, which would be Greg.
Yeah, I believe we have not seen Greg yet. Unfortunately, there is nothing in the lobby chest.
What I will say is that this is... Obviously, Arthur doesn't know it, but Arthur is now actively losing time unless light arrows are in here. We know where everything is. So this is the time of the race where runners not heading towards the progression that we obviously know where it is are now just losing time. So lights need to be here, otherwise Arthur loses about 7 or 8 minutes.
The thing with that is unless he wants to do bow crap, he's also going to miss his long shot if he goes to spirit. And there's Greg. We have achieved meme %.
Has Arthur pulled up everything? Does Arthur actually win?
Arthur has... Yeah, I think he's... No, he has not done shadow. No, he's done shadow, so yeah, he should have everything.
Alright.
I made some popcorn. It's pretty good. It's a garlic parmesan flavor.
What? Garlic
parmesan popcorn.
Parmesan popcorn?
Yeah, well, the popcorn itself isn't, but I have popcorn salt that's garlic parmesan flavored.
Oh. That unsettles me. I mean, I like garlic, but garlic popcorn, not about it.
Alright, has not gotten anything out of GTG. Not a surprise. Well, there was a key.
A couple of them, too.
It's worth pointing out, this could still be all dungeons.
Yeah, it could be lights and toilet.
Please, no.
Depending on the key.
Please, no.
We still don't know where Water Bosky is.
Yeah, no, based off how many keys we have right now, toilet is an item.
Yeah. That would be great.
Like, hey, you thought you're dumb? You'll never beat me with the light arrows I hid in Gerudo Training Grounds. Or the light arrows I hid in the water temple and have them just be on the river.
Yeah, Arthur looking at his keys and going, wait, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, got the hint that the middle is dead, so no need to do that.
He's safe quitting instead of warping, so gonna run out and get that gold scale?
I think it's worth it. I don't think they're going to necessarily dip into water here, but I think they've also got horseback archery to do, so just do that. Head to
couldn't dip into water here because they have not gone ice and don't have long shot.
Ah, no, good point.
No!
Paying the 10 rupee thing is tax
throwing
there.
his hand up.
Yeah.
Accidentally pays the guard another $10.
Spam tax.
You know what? I might as well go in here and save.
Going back. Why?
Setting for roars again.
Didn't they just do this?
I thought he did, but did he
Well,
not?
he used for roars to get back into the maze to finish.
And then he didn't set it again. Okay,
Right,
so he's gonna.
So probably grab the gold scale, play either Nocturne or Requiem, and then go. Oh, he would go back to GTG.
All right, picking up the scale.
Finally for Jaybone. We're about to see a bongo fight from Rockchalk.
Our last trip through Shadow, coming to a close.
I'm just really happy Arthur didn't go to Forest, honestly.
Either Jaybone forgot to track it, or he just has not gone back child after going to GTG with that Deku sword, or the Kokiri sword.
Who's that, sorry?
Jaybone.
I don't know if he has, honestly. No, because he went Shadow first.
Yes, Arthur!
Oh, it's spirit time!
Arthur, just do bow crap and you get your long shot, buddy. And then you can go do water. And possibly get to avoid
I mean, we got Strength 2, we got Mirror, we also got Dins. We don't have to do bow crap.
Right, we have Dins. We don't need to do bow crap.
Don't need to do bow crap.
There is an argument here for leaving those two checks to last, though.
Well, let's see.
If you route spirit sort of right side and loop left, then you are going to leave that till quite far in. Hopefully not after Rover, that would suck.
I'll only loop left like that if I have long shot, because I'll just go up to the mirror shield and then hook shot across.
Yeah.
Oh, does anyone want us to explain what we mean by bow crap? I don't know if there's anyone in here who's fairly new who needs an explanation.
I mean,
of that.
you've asked it, so you might as well explain it at this point.
Bow crap is where you push the statue up the stairs in order to shoot through the torch up above on the child side of Spirit. To do one torch down at the bottom, and then you jump down and you shoot through into the other torch. It is painfully slow.
And the reason it's slow
is bow crap.
Is for the fact that unlike boxes, which do get sped up in Rando, the Armos has different flags that are set when you're pushing it, so it is unable to be sped up.
It is so slow, and you're pushing it this long ways up the stairs. It adds like a minute or something?
If not more.
It's...
But then secondary bow crap is collecting all the silver rupees in the in the sun's room, and then jumping up into the middle and shooting all the torches lit from the one torch that lights up.
Yeah, that's...
Which, in my opinion, is even harder than the other crap.
Yeah, the other one's just painfully slow. The other one actually takes more skill.
Or the backflip. I have not even begun to try to learn the backflip.
I have seen one person do the backflip. I believe. Live. And it's just, why? But a lot of people don't even bother going in there, actually, to be honest. I see a lot of people.
If I'm not child or I don't have fire arrows or dins, I last location sun's room.
Not so. You say it's not really that bad.
Rockchalk coming back.
Not so. You're not really that bad. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, Rockchalk's got strength too. I totally see.
Yeah, it just means that they're going to avoid the long shot for a considerable amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's a key. Go child side, please go child side.
Doesn't look like it.
I'm a long dot, so I use setups from you and from other people that help me learn reverse and lensless wasteland. And now I can pretty much do both of those in my sleep.
Yeah, and of course Dotso made a setup for it. Dotso makes setups for everything.
Yeah, this is full adult side from Arthur here.
I'm sucking at OOTR.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder how much more confident I could be with a decent controller. I have a controller that is worn down and likes to make me move when I am not touching it.
See, I have my N64 controller that I've had since I was a child, and I just got a USB adapter. That's what I use. I recently replaced the circuit board in it after, I think it was AGDQ 2017, when I was messing with the CRT TV, and the static electricity from it fried the circuit board in the controller.
Oh no!
It was awful. And it's that translucent lime green, too. Oh, it's beautiful.
Worth pointing out that 2 hours and 20 minutes-ish in, no finishes thus far.
That is true. And we finally got the last shield without needing 30 skulls. So team don't buy a shield prevails.
I mean, I think Zora's Fountain alone tells you that never buy a shield prevails.
It's like, you will waste your money. Just come here if you lose your shield. I got you, BB.
Well, let's see what's on the other hand.
Little issue with the Phantom Ganon fight finally gets him down.
Hey Arthur, please go back inside and do the other side now. Please.
Yeah, there's the Goron Tunic and Deku we see on Jaybone's side. It was the basement chest is where it was.
I can see Arthur going all the way up to the top here, melting the face, and then going child's side.
I could see him doing... Yeah, no, I could see him doing that. Or even doing Furores in there first. So that he could just drop down and doesn't have to come back up here again.
Maybe... We did place...
Oh, juke
Roars
out of the
in,
way by Arthur.
Whoa!
Okay.
What a dodge.
Happy,
Friends and
probably.
Nighthole Grains redeeming thanks to our commentators and trackers.
Yeah. So, I think
Happy probably
Miraba...
going Deku, I have to assume now.
Yeah, I'd agree. Finally see Deku Tree from Pappy, get the 5th medallion, get Song of Storms.
And then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, see, they are 100% going to get Strength 3, of course, because going to the well after Stormers makes perfect sense. It's whether or not they route in the long shot is the real question.
Yeah. Do you do those last storms checks or do you rush?
I mean, I guess if you get Strength and then you go to Light Trial and don't find anything, you then do the rest of the storm.
Right, then you have to turn around.
Yeah. Because at that point you're like, well, Strength gave me nothing, so it can't be Strength, so... I guess if Lights are in Light Trial, it could be a real double-edged sword here for Pappy. It's great that they have the Strength, but it's also bad that they might not consider Storms being for anything else.
The Deku kill by Jaybone, so we'll be able to also see if he goes and gets his long shot.
Yeah. Well,
We got Datso praying for lights on Rova.
I can see that being somewhat of a last location. I'm not entirely sure if Arthur does Rover here, or whether they just melt the face and then do the child checks, but we'll see.
Winnie brings up a fantastic point. Pappy has yet to go to Ganon's castle. He'd be able to
oh yeah. Yeah, they will 100%
hasn't been over there.
rush that.
Been
for
putting
sure.
it off. Alright.
Arthur having to be
decent.
super careful with his menuing to not accidentally go back to GTG.
Yep.
That's a Din's equip here.
Alright, we're gonna do
Is Arthur,
down and do child.
is Arthur gonna show off here? Is Arthur gonna show off?
I assume not, because
No.
we pulled out Din, so...
Yeah, that's fine. I just had a feeling that Arthur was gonna swag and show off Hookshotless Spirit, even though he already had the hookshot.
That I could totally see him doing that. I thought
Yeah.
you meant gonna show off and do bow crab in this room.
Okay, I want to hear what he says when he finds this.
Now, I probably will not understand what he says because I know French to the level of maybe a second. I totally see him rushing water. 100% see that.
Alright. Here we go.
He looks disappointed.
I mean, yeah, you can get that so long ago. He's got to be disappointed. Like, that is not a good find.
But like, not like a
Just a
sad
blink.
disappointed, like a confused disappointed. But yes, no, he immediately goes water.
But they didn't pick up the scale?
No, they did.
Did they pick up the waterfall scale?
Yes. he
Yes,
did.
went back.
Right, okay,
After
right.
getting the first scale.
He got the
went
first
back
scale in
and picked up the
shadow
second.
and went back.
So, gold scale water time. Let's see what we got. We have no idea here.
This could very well be AD for a boss key.
Huh. Can you imagine Arthur not finding the boss key, and then at that point it's like, well, it's either AD or I need irons. Like, they are two very different things. At that point, do you rush Jabu?
Oh, that's not a choice I want to make.
Hasn't done Spirit yet, so I think he may do the play of Ice first because it also unlocks another song, which would either be it would. He knows it has.
Yeah,
to
they
be,
know it's Song of Time.
Sun Song.
Yeah.
Pulling out Furores, please dispel, don't use.
I think I've seen them use about 7 Furores wins this season, maybe more.
Double magic, you want to use a lot of Furores wins.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm
Just
not,
abuse it.
definitely not moaning about it. Alright, Pappy almost done with Deku Tree now. We've got Jaybone clearing up the well, gonna find their strength in about 3 or 4 minutes. We'll see if Rockchalk chooses to do Twin Rover here.
Yeah, this is a question now.
Like he is.
Okay.
Okay.
We see Pappy about to go to Goma, picks up his 20th skull as well. Having a little issue there with the ground jumps. There he goes. Just showing off that you can grab what's in this coffin with the boomerang without having to open it.
Haven't seen this standing on it before.
That's how I learned how to do that before I learned that you could get it from that very first coffin.
Oh, Rockchalk getting iced. Feels bad.
Ice, ice, baby. Love that.
And Arthur just picks up the first key.
Literally saves 1 frame. Nice.
Oh, hey, last Goma down.
Alright.
Happy gonna get storms.
Yep, gonna rush storms for sure. No need to do any more child checks in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Until you get storms.
But the fact that in 6.0, Miraba fight will not start until you've climbed up the ledge, not when you've entered the room.
Yeah. So no getting absolutely ass blasted when you stand on that corner upon getting there immediately. So that's happened plenty of times.
It didn't happen very often, but it did happen.
Oh yeah.
They needed to change it. It happened to Dotso constantly.
It happened to me enough times for me to celebrate the change, let's put it that way.
Exactly.
Okay, we got
Really not
Arthur
the best.
has 2 keys and no boss key yet.
Trying
That
to
was
keep
one item.
Kaume in check, misses the time to pull out the shield and gets frozen. Or gets heated.
Yeah. Alright. As you were saying, Miraba, Arthur not finding the boss key just yet, so...
Yeah, the odds of 80 or irons being required increasing with every one of those checks. Toxic oxygen is correct. You don't... Yeah, you just want this key now.
Also, depending on what's in this boss key chest will tell us a lot about what could be in River. Because if this is a small key, then River could absolutely still hold an item or a boss key.
It's a piece of heart. Unfortunate. And Pappy getting ready to go into the well.
Oh, that'll be good for him. Luckily, that piece of heart being there tells us that either Dark Link or the river, unless it's one of like 39 seeds, will have a small key.
But we will soon find out whether Pappy made the right play of ice.
Yep.
And getting those iron boots.
I have not seen somebody actually do Dragon Chest with Gold Scale not coming from the river, so this will be interesting to see.
Oh, really? The Bombchu setup is relatively... it's not too bad here. It's getting the Bombchu is fine. It's actually timing your dive is the hardest part of this trick. Because you're essentially diving through when the cutscene plays, and you've got to sort of really time it right.
All right, Arthur doing Bombchu setup.
Oh, it looks like he got it pretty good. First try.
There we go. Nice.
But what is in here?
Okay. Disappointment from Rockchalk there, as they say in their own chat, lol, I suck.
Oh. All right.
Also, that was a small key on the dragon chest.
It sure was.
Oh boy.
AD rising.
So, interestingly here, Jaybone is committing to these storms checks. So they could well find their long shot real soon.
I was about to stupidly ask if Jay, for some reason, skipped Midas because I didn't see hover boots on his D-pad, not even realizing he's a child right now.
Yeah, you kind
you
of
imagine
look
skipping
there and you're
Midas?
like, what? Oh, right, there's...
Get to see the nice strats from Arthur here with this chest.
Oh, I love these strats. I loved this ever since I saw the video.
Shout out to
I
Toxic.
don't think I've actually seen this before.
You can buy.
Oh, wow, okay. That's very nice.
And
Boss key,
paid off
Arthur
with
is
a boss.
saved.
The problem,
Wow,
though,
okay.
is if Dark Link is not an item, if Dark Link is a small key, then River would be an item, which means it could still be our lights. Easy Morpher grab too, as Jaybone picks up his long shot.
All right,
Nice.
he's found it.
Yeah, Jaybone will feel real happy with that one, that's for sure.
And a very, very clean instant Morpha from Arthur right there.
So, yeah,
So unless lights are in the toilet or the river chest, then ice was bait.
could get to see our
Yeah.
hint off Jaybone here. Because they have gold scale, they have long
Yeah.
shot, so it looks like they are going to be the one that finishes first in terms of getting to Ganon.
Yeah, and then we'll find out where are the light arrows? Yeah, Morpha had a key. Cool, we don't care.
Well, that could mean that there could be an item in both. Oh, and we just had our first finisher, Nifetas, at 232.
At 230 ish? 232? Yep,
232,
the 230 estimate's correct.
GG to Nephestos. My Fantasy League team is overjoyed.
What's your team?
Nephestos. Nephestos and Rockchalk. Plus a
And
few other
Rockchalk,
people.
okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm happy with that. GG Neph. I could be biased against someone not on the restream, right? That's all good. But I think this is reasonable. We've got Jaybone now heading into Water Temple. Ultimately, if light arrows are in a decent enough place, Jaybone might not be far behind. Just depends.
Necessarily, Dotso. That first weekly that Felix won was AD, and he did that in 248. This is only about 15 minutes shorter than that. Chimp popping off in fantasy, exactly, Vidya.
So with that finish time, where do you think the lights are likely to be?
Light trial.
Light trial?
Yeah, it could just be light trial, honestly. I think it makes sense. Or just somewhere super reasonable. Like, if all of a sudden Ganon says this on AD, then I have I have some serious questions about how you finish this in 230. And to be fair, they could just be in Jabu. That'd be quite funny.
That could be in Jabu, or Neff could have just done Jabu and Child.
I don't. Yeah, that's one hell of a gamble, I think. But either way, no point contemplating. We haven't seen any of it, so.
Exactly. I mean, Felix did. He's like, I'm just gonna gamble it, and that's how he won by 20 minutes. And there's
All right,
gold
there is
gauntlets
strength
from
3.
Poppy.
Nice. First GGs of the seed, and yeah, we'll see if they rush Ganons or whether they do happen to get that long shot here. Because that could be what takes them to the first place on the restream. We've got Jaybone heading to Ganon soon, but ultimately they didn't go to Ice, so they might not be able to get that light straight away. Oh, they're not going to get long shot.
Well, so what? So, when you're done with Ganon's castle, then you have to rethink Wave Hero Storms.
Again,
and you can do the checks as an adult. There's nothing that says you can't.
It just depends if lights are here. If lights are here, there's no need to rethink storms. So it'll be tricky to sort of convince yourself that, well, yeah, this was needed. It's also definitely going to be needed for something else, right? Especially, DMT is the worst check. Out of all of the storms checks you could have got, DMT is the worst one. Because it's just...
As long as the lights are not in Ganon's castle.
Yeah. Yeah, if the lights are in light trial...
If the lights are or not, he's gonna get Furores here, too. Which will help, you know, speed up rechecking things.
Yeah, Jayboon doing the same route through water. Gonna be disappointed for another check or two.
This getting through forest here for Arthur is just going to feel like hell because they, as far as they're concerned, they might be finishing soon, depending on light arrows. So they've just got to watch people finish as they just stroll through a really barren, boring forest temple. It's just the one so far, though, so no panic mode just yet.
Yeah.
Honestly, the longer it takes for the next person to finish, the more I think that they just rushed AD.
I mean, rushing ice isn't exactly going to be on anyone's mind either, so I think there is a world where it's not AD and just ice was the play here.
Possibly.
Because if you look at Pappy Grant... okay, that's the eyeball frog. Fire arrow.
Fire arrows.
Ooh, okay.
At last.
Well, we know it's not those. He won't know it's not those, because technically that could be needed for Shadow Trial's second chest.
That's true. Also, anyone else who gets Eyeball Frog could use that to quickly get to ice.
Alright, a few checks left then. Did they do outside Ganon's castle?
Not yet, no.
No, and there's last bow in Light Trial.
Deku not.
Here comes my guess for lights.
One chest left.
I'll find my frog. Who took my froggy? Froggy, where are you?
Ruto's letter was behind the waterfall in Zora's domain.
Yeah. Torturing again.
Well, it was
there's nothing in Light Trial. There's nothing in Light Trial.
I was close on my guess. There were arrows in the Lullaby chest, just not lights.
Well, I guessed a bow in Light Trial.
Yeah?
So that was the third one. Of course, I also assumed it would be first bow because I've seen that now. Because it's awful.
Alright. Man, if light arrows are just on second chest in Shadow Trial, Pappy's gonna be so confused. Because that technically is fine, the way the hero works out, because you got fire arrows, which gets you to his chest.
Yup.
But we know that's just a real big coincidence. Oh, ooh, gets
knocked by the bubble,
needed.
but not voided.
Yeah, somehow managed to save it. Meanwhile, Jaybone about to get their boss key.
Oh, no!
Oh dear.
What was it? Oh, he fell. Oh,
really? Yeah, we know it.
Shot.
We know it can't be Way of the Hero got so, but ultimately they don't have long shot, so they don't know that it's not Way of the Hero. Because it would fulfill the Way of the Hero if this was light arrows.
Trying to get that torch from all the way back here is just such a pain.
And it's just a key.
still only have one finish right now, and it's 240.
Think about it.
Alright, well, it's definitely Jaybone that's going to give us the information we need in terms of light arrows. Pappy going to get the rest of Ganna's castles done. They're going to find Faur's Wind, and whilst it will help them, in the end, they could have definitely got this a lot sooner.
Only needing water left, water temple, would you climb all the way up to the boss key door in here and set your Faur's? Since you have Serenade. If he doesn't have Serenade, he can go get it though.
I don't think there's a need to, right? If you just set it where you get it, then you get back there anyway.
Right. But I'm meaning like kill the iron knuckle. So you don't
Yeah, I mean there's you can do that, but again I don't really think it saves time, because you either set it where you get them in the boss key chest, and then you just have to do the knuckles anyway, or you go up and do the knuckles and then just don't have to do them afterwards. So it really doesn't matter.
I have to say, Jaybone's Morpha is not cooperating.
Yeah, no quick strats for Jaybone, unfortunately. If you don't know how the quick strats, there's a really good strat by Arthur, who is on the restream. Check it out.
Oh yeah. I think that's the same strat that people were using in the boss rush speed. Also, Jaybone hitting the wrong Meg.
Oh, rip. Oh, using hook shot feels bad. It feels real bad.
I used hook shot.
Yeah, but when it's sped up, it's just a bit more difficult if you've got the hook shot.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful when it's sped up. Now, something I didn't know till a couple weeks ago is you can reclimb up those. I'd always climb right back up the ladder. Over on Arthur's side.
The lake refills, and I always think, hurry up with this cutscene. Hurry up!
I would absolutely trade this cutscene for Dancing Dad.
I 100% agree.
Even if Dancing Dad's longer.
Alright.
There's the Ganon's boss key on Jaybone.
Rush on over.
We're gonna have Jaybone and Arthur and Poppy and Rockchalk in separate but similar situations.
Alright.
We'll have two of them with all medallions, no lights. We'll have two of them with long shot away.
Yeah. Thing is, though, I think Poppy is going to find long shot very quickly now, unless something is in OGC. They are going to know that well was bait. Yeah, exactly. So if lights are here, they might struggle, but if they aren't here, then they are immediately going to know that
do your storms checks.
Storms was necessarily needed.
Here's the Iron Knuckle fight on Jaybone, while Rockchalk is getting a little hit up by Phantom Ganon.
Alright, last strength 3 check, let's go.
That
was Ice Cavern completely garbage?
Yes, it was, unless you needed the 30 sticks.
Oh boy.
Unless you need lights are in water.
That feels real bad.
What if lights are in water and you need irons?
Yeah, I mean,
toilet is an item too. It could just be toilet.
Yeah, toilet
or toilet.
Central
That would be. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna find out very soon.
Gotta say, that feels bad for Pappy. Essentially, Ice was a really good play, but was just mitigated by other things, which is unfortunate for them.
Almost 15 minutes in, and we still only have had the one finisher.
Yeah, this is
feeling more and more like an AD play.
Well, go up to Ganon's.
Alright, here we go.
And let's see what we got.
Jabu Jabu!
Oh, wow,
Oh, no!
yep. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. And there's Saria's
And there's a
finishing
second
second
finish.
place. 246.17.
See, unfortunately...
If you got Ruto's letter and you dipped in, without the boomerang, you wouldn't get anything because we know the boomerang chest was dead.
Yeah. Now,
So it's
Arthur
past
doesn't
there.
have letter, so Arthur is in big trouble here unless they decide to go to domain straight away.
See,
You will be able to get the light arrow hint without needing the letter, which is also honestly a bad thing because he may wait till he has the letter to go to domain.
Oh, and there's third place, Wooden Barrel.
Oh wow!
Barrel is a great player. He really is.
My fantasy team rises again. Let's go.
Barrel on your team.
Barrel, my boy.
Oh, is a fantastic point. At which point do you clear Jabu? See, I would have cleared Jabu child 1. That's just me. I would have cleared Jabu.
I wonder if Hephaestus bet on AD and then happened to find everything before finishing it.
Yeah. Or honestly, I could see him doing Twin Roba before either doing Iced or doing Well.
Arthur with just missing the one cycle there on Phantom Ganon. Really nice strat when it paid.
Barrel did Jabu at 24 minutes. Yeah, no, that's about when I would have done it too.
Wait, why is he doing one cycle? He's got bigger on sword. I just remember, Arthur hasn't re-equipped bigger on the sword this entire seed, even though he got it straight away.
Yeah, no, I think the last time I saw him with Vigor on sword was when he beat Fire.
Yeah.
He then put the Master Sword back on for something and is not taking it back off. But there's the
Jaybone,
boss
side
key
hopping.
for Arthur.
Side hopster up the stairs.
Is it faster to side hop up the stairs versus backwalk?
I don't know, but Jaybone, it just looks like slow. Going up
Like
the stairs.
I know
Go
side
faster,
hopping
go faster.
downstairs is faster, but I didn't know if it was upstairs or not.
Does anyone else know?
What's that?
Walking better versus
Is
side hopping?
side hopping upstairs faster than back walking upstairs?
I think side hopping is faster if you get it frame. Well, not sorry. Side hopping is the same speed as back walking as long as it's frame perfect. I think is the way it goes. And there is fourth place, Salty Sponge.
Jimbo69. Let's
Two
go.
fourth place finishes in a row for
Wow, that's a snipe.
Oh yeah,
Sponge.
Fanta Tank.
Fanta Tank. Wow, that's a
Sniped
really
by
great
7
finish.
seconds.
Damn, that's a strong finish by Fanta Tank.
Oh,
Real
absolutely.
dark horse for top 32 in my opinion.
So how deep is Jaybone gonna need to go for these lights? That's
Do
the big
we
question
see a sub 3 on restream? We're approaching
We might.
250.
We have Prelude, and if it's not, even if it is on Baronade, you don't have to do the whole getting the stone. You can just immediately play Prelude as soon as you get your lights.
I don't know. I'm not sure. You can't. Can you warp out of that room? I don't think you can. You have to save quit.
Well, yeah, no. If it's Baronade, you have to save quit. But
Yeah.
any other room, and you can just play the song.
Yeah, I'm not sure we sub 3 if it's Baronade.
And Exhale almost rounding out the sub 250s.
Yeah, there is our top 5.
15.
Yep.
Top 6.
Yeah, tank finished at the top 5.
Farming's hard.
And we're seeing, unfortunately, it won't pay off, but we're seeing horseback archery from Rockchalk here.
Oh.
He is desperately looking for that long shot.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And doesn't have strength 3, so doesn't know
At
to
some
keep on
point,
looking
I
up
missed
storms.
Poppy getting long shots, so he is now in water.
Yeah, they essentially they rushed DMT pretty much straight from.
Yeah. And there's Arthur finding out it's in Jabu.
Zabu and a reset.
Yeah, again, they do not know where Ruto's letter is, so that is literally the
That's
worst
unfortunate.
location it could have been for them.
Yeah. Now, one change from Season 3 to Season 4 is the introduction to quick mini-games. When you're doing horseback archery, if you get 1500 on the first try, you will get both prizes.
Ooh,
And there's
Drew.
Drew, 7th place, 251.
Strong finish by Drew. Well done.
So, yeah, Arthur doesn't know where to start, so he's starting with Ganon's Castle.
Yep, I think that's reasonable.
100% reasonable.
I hope they pick up some magic though, otherwise they can't set for Roar's win.
Set for
Guess,
Roar's win
guess I'm off the
already.
fire slogs here though.
And it was the compass chest.
Nice, sub 3, let's go.
Oof, okay.
That's 100% a sub 3 from Jaybone.
Yeah.
Depending on other
Shoulda
people,
dipped, Jabu.
that might be a top 10, with Marco finishing in 8th place.
Could be a top 10 for Jaybone here.
I think we're just going to keep on seeing a lot of very close finishes from here on out.
Oh yeah.
It's where we have hit the point of every minute or so there's a finish. Put for Roars
Put for
in
Roars with
Jabu.
Jabu to
Yes,
get it in
that
the
makes
letter.
sense.
Perfect play.
Wait, you had Furores when they handed in the letter? They went Ganon's before Domain, I guess.
See that? You do fire super quickly right after Dodongos, and then you just grab for Roars, and then you might use Eponas to grab that scale, and then, you know, you go do Domain then. And there's our first forfeit from Goomba.
Oh,
We had not had a
really?
forfeit the entire race.
I wonder why that was the case of I have no idea where Ruto's letter is and I have to go find it.
Could be,
That's
yeah.
possible.
Because I imagine some people are just going to be like, screw it, I don't want to keep on hunting.
And it looks like Arthur is going to go beat Twin Rova looking for lights there. Or Ruto's letter there.
Yeah.
And there's Kari rounding out the top 10 with 253.
Wait, is someone actually called Error OX226?
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
Duraxo.
There's Jiraxa. That was a snipe by Kari. Then 9.
Yeah, we are
snipe
getting
there.
the... Every minute we're getting another finish now.
Super clean Ganon fight from Jaybone so far. And there's the boss key for Poppy, so he'll be able to go see that it's in Jabu fairly soon.
This is gonna be a really strong finish for Jaybone.
This will be a super strong finish.
Yeah.
Hopefully
they
you
must
can get
be-
another one like this, because with the settings that we've got, it's only going to count your 2nd through 5th finish.
Yeah. They must be really sad right now, though, seeing all these finishes just roll in.
Yeah.
Now up to
And
13th
Dig
place.
Dig and Riley finishing within
Yeah, these are
6
just-
seconds of each other.
Yeah, 6-second snipe.
Coming so fast.
Meanwhile, Rockchalk really struggling here unfortunately, I don't think they're going to finish with the best time here. They're just not finishing the...
Well,
Still see a sub
Rockchalk.
330 finish from Rockchalk here.
Yeah.
I could totally
Arthur-
see a sub 330.
so
Arthur
Rockchalk
also
is
going
gonna
the wrong
be-
way here with Wasteland checks.
Yep.
So Rockchalk is going to pick up Strength and Ice, which might mean going to Ganon's looking for that long shot.
It's not going to be anything that's going to push him towards
No, it's not.
DMT.
Well,
No.
I think it will, though, because, again, they only don't know that that strength in the well isn't Way of the Hero, because they haven't been to Light Trial. As soon as they realise that, wait,
Well, you
nothing
gotta
was
rewind
fast.
your brain.
Yeah,
I guess
sure.
The question is, how much does... I don't know, how much does Rockchalk take in terms of notes?
Rockchalk's
couldn't
a
tell.
very decent note taker.
Yeah, they are definitely a good enough player to recognise that they might have been screwed out by bottom of the well here. So,
Yeah.
honestly, they might bail immediately after finding Strength 3.
And there's another forfeit from 2 coins right after that Alexis finishes 256.14.
So, could be a 15th place here for Jaybone, just 30 seconds more.
Is he gonna get sniped or is he gonna snipe?
We'll find out.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Come on, cut. This is the longest cutscene in the game, it feels like.
Oh yeah, every single time. Hurry up, hurry up.
And there it is, 258, 56.46.
15th place for Jaybone. GG, that's a real strong finish. I don't think they're
don't
gonna
have permission to ask if he wants an interview, so if somebody else wants to do that.
I'll do that.
I didn't even think to do it in the well, he wouldn't be able to see the race one in the Discord.
Nice, Jaybone is going to join us. So
Awesome.
and there they are.
On in
Welcome in,
Jaybone.
Jaybone.
Hello.
GG's, man.
Thanks.
Yeah,
How do you
15th.
feel?
Not too bad. Much better than the first one, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, real strong finish. There was 105 entrants. Top 15 is really, really huge. So, yeah, massive, massive GG's.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have went with a gut. My gut said, hey, everyone's gonna go well before doing the other storm checks, so do the other ones first. And had I done that, I finished top 10.
Yeah.
It surprised you to find out that Arthur's first hook shot was that DMT storms check.
No, I knew it was completely possible. I kind of have a habit of doing seeds that has first hook shot in spirit, so kind of why I went there as soon as I could, even without explosives. But oh well. I'm happy with the finish, so I can't really complain at all.
So,
if you had to guess, because you did water with gold scale, where do you think irons were?
Either GTG or spirit, adult spirit.
They were vanilla.
Oh god.
They were completely vanilla.
I'm assuming Sun Song in there?
Yeah. Skipping ice, despite ice having 2 items, is huge this seed. It has another strength, and it has irons.
Okay.
And we thought for all of the world that Pappy Grant going ice, like sub 1 hour, was massive. They found irons, they found strength, it was absolutely huge. But you don't need strength and you don't need irons, so it was a real massive bait.
Yeah, you kind of just run into that strength in Shadow, so...
Yeah, the strength and the bow and the scales, so it was Shadow was pretty hyped this seed, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking I was gonna have to brush up on my shoes for knocking down the pillar, and then there was a bow right there.
And the wonderful part about Zora's Fountain is that there were 3 Deku shields in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Amazing.
Alright, so where's everyone else?
Something at under the icy waters when we saw Poppy going there, especially after the irons, he went right back down for it, and then it just turned out to be a Deku shield.
By the way, check out this sync on Pappy Grant and Arthur's.
Oh gosh.
I mean, Arthur doesn't have the letter, but they are going to find it here, so they're only going to be
time.
1 or 2 behind Pappy.
I like the synchronized swimming over to Zoro's domain.
So
Perfect.
That's great.
when I picked up
Really
that
is quite
letter,
synchronized.
part of me wanted, since this is a qual and I know I'm not near as good as the top players, part of me wanted to just go Jabu right then and there. And
That's what Wooden Barrel did. As soon as he got his letter, he turned it in and put Furores in Jabu.
I didn't have FW at that point. I was in job. I had that letter at like 20 minutes. So
Another set of snipes there. Got Rosca Tyrant in 19th, and then
Wow,
4
yep.
seconds later, Say.
Oh, wow. Yeah, according to chat, Barrel was in Jabu at 24 minutes with his FW, apparently.
No, I think that was I think Drew set FW in Jabu when they first handed in letter, but Barrel just rushed Jabu. I think was the.
Okay. Yeah, so I was getting 2 different chat messages confused then.
And
that's
there's
such a real
Felix
thing to do.
in 21st place.
Yeah, that's a
Real one.
decent time for Felix too.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is probably the seed I'm gonna end up dropping. But
No, you're just gonna do a great again on Friday for Qual
Yeah.
4.
that's
remember?
prime time for me, 10 p.m. my time. Oh yeah.
You played really
But-
well, honestly. Like you and Rockchalk were super consistent for like the first hour and a half. You sort of took over each other for like 5-minute periods here or there, and then you'd just be in sync for 5 minutes, and
Yeah,
yeah,
that
you
was...
were really tied.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I really made a lot of execution mistakes. I mean, obviously there's some here and there. There's always going to be those, but I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
No, you played well. You should absolutely be proud of this.
Right. There's Arthur with his letter.
After getting the letter at long last, so can now obviously just dip into Jabu, being here already. Pappy is about 1.5 minutes away from their light arrows. Meanwhile, Rockchalk again really suffering by not finding that long shot, but hopefully they'll realise soon that strength was not way of the hero in the well, and that they can ultimately surmise that long shot is required, and was behind
Also
storms.
missing Rang. He's not gonna go back for
Escape
open
has
grotto.
finished
either.
in 22nd place.
Yeah. Coming in. So this
Oh,
is
yeah, they don't
our
have... Oh, that's awful.
top 20%.
The other
So
thing,
far, we've only had 2 forfeits. This has been the most finished race so far.
I mean, it's probably been the easiest one of them. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
it
you
really
consider
has.
Quad 1 and 2, this one was actually okay.
Yeah.
Plenty of...
There have been some mean seeds.
Yeah.
Who rolled this one? Was it Hell Knight?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ultimately, plenty of bait this seed, but it was, you know, there were good ways of routing this quite well.
And
Yeah.
It's
AD
just
looming over your head with toilet ending up being an item of some sort, as well as river chest either being a small key or an item.
There is T2 finishing in 23rd.
Yeah, I never got to clear that far to worry about those.
We've got Rockchalk here going into Light Trial as they had just recently finished Spirit, or Ice, not Spirit.
I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess my biggest mistake this entire seed was not, I wanted to go to GTG, but I have this thing against going to GTG without hookshot, without strength, without
Yeah,
Song of
I mean,
Time.
it was...
So like, I went to Ganon's castle because I'm like, you know, it could be here. And then
Yeah, it wasn't really appealing, that's for sure.
yeah.
And there's
Oh, Jaybone, how did you feel about that child spawn after just leaving that area?
Oh, that
it
was lovely.
Fine. It was fine. I mean, I save warped from SFM, so it actually let me go straight back to alt.
Oh, Levi was 24th place.
Hey, that's a strong finish for Levi.
Yeah. I accidentally posted that in Arthur's chat, and not the, not the...
Alright, well, here's Pappy.
Split.
Going back adult. Gonna start the climb. Or actually, warp out, I assume. Must have put Furores there.
Oh, the tie! There's a
Probably-
tie!
We have a
Splits
tie?
and
Zupal
Splits and
and
Zupal.
304.56.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You don't see that very often.
Insane. GG's Splits.
Wait, is Rockchalk gonna get it? Yes. All right.
Okay, this looks like it'll be.
Realized it's not strength 3.
Yeah. Challenge Swa finished 27th, and then Hamsda finishing 28th, and our third forfeit by Dylan Meeble.
Yeah, I have to expect a lot of this is, I don't know where Rudo's letter is.
Yeah.
And everyone's finishing.
Ooh,
Roadcopter, 29th place. They've only just started playing. That's huge for them.
Yeah, nice finish. GG's.
Absolutely insane.
And unfortunately, we also got our 4th forfeit, double-decker.
Double-decker.
And there's Arthur picking up the light arrows.
Still some big names left in this that haven't finished.
Yeah.
So they're going to feel...
We got PKR still
long
hasn't
shot.
finished.
Yeah.
We got Flaflush, we got Zephyr, Conditioner, Ryukane, Hazo, a lot of big names. Gogeta.
Alligatra, Aeronaut.
Yeah. Actually, kind of surprised there was this many people for this time.
Well, that's a good European time to play.
Yeah, I think not only is it good for Europeans, I think it's just Season 4 has been spectacularly hyped so far, so it doesn't surprise me to see so many runners, honestly. I think it's going to keep fairly consistent. Maybe drop off at the end, because like it naturally does, but...
Alright, Pappy starting the real Ganon fight.
Did you enjoy the hundreds of explosives you got in a row?
Yeah, I planted that bee thinking, oh god, these chews might be the only closest for a long time, and then...
Yeah, and then you get a bomb bag, and then more chews, and then 10 skulls was a bomb bag, and then more chews everywhere.
Hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Hammer gives you more chews.
Yup.
Alright, almost finished for Zupal then. Just one more cycle of Ganon. Arthur,
2 more finishers needed to round out the top 32.
Yeah. We might see one of those in Pappy. I'm not entirely sure Arthur's going to squeeze in there.
No, I don't think so, but
I don't think
Pappy's
so.
entirely possible unless we get some big snipes here.
We'd need a double snipe for him to not get the top 32. But there is Dwarf down for Arthur, so he should get, you know, fairly close. And there's Pappy with the 31st place, 308.43. GG's to him.
Nice, GG. Oh, and the snipe as well.
Oh, and he sniped.
Oh, and another snipe. Oh, my goodness.
Oh no!
Oh, look
I'm
at
gonna
the
forfeit.
snipe!
It's all kicking off.
So Pappy, then 13 seconds later, check raise. Then Feeny 4 seconds later, and then B Luigi with the 4th.
So anything else fun go on during this restream?
We saw no quad dungeons, but we saw a triple, somebody leave, and then the other person come into that same dungeon.
Yeah, we
saw that in
triples.
Dodongos and Shadow.
So you're saying no quad forest?
Yeah,
No
we
quad
were actually
forest.
surprised.
We
We
were
thought we'd see a
spares.
triple forest at one point, but I don't believe we did.
Had a quad forest.
we-
Arthur went in, but then just used his furores to go back to GTG.
Only forest was actually go modable. That key layout was so nice.
Is insane. Ooh, Spike Vegeta with a decent time. 309. 34th
Oh, man.
place.
Arthur just getting so many people finished between Ganondorf and Ganon here. It's at like
Yeah.
7,
Yeah.
6,
Oh, and then there's
7 finishes.
Ryukane and Conditioner,
Yeah.
rounding out the sub 310s. And here comes the longest cutscene of the game for Arthur. GG's for him too. Did we get word if Pappy is going to be joining us? Oh, and he got
yeah, Pappy will be
sniped by
joining us.
Blaze.
Oh no!
38th place, ArthurOudini, 3:10:40. GG's, man.
Right,
Also, I love just on Jaybone's screen, it just says, "Thank you, failure."
Yes.
Yo,
And there's
Pappy
Pappy.
Grand,
GG, Pappy.
GG's.
Well, thanks.
How do you feel,
GG's,
man?
Pappy.
Quite sad about my play because of Ice Cavern. At the beginning, I was quite. I thought it was a good way to go to Ice Cavern. I found Iron Boots and Strength. And well, I think it was a very good play, but at final we don't need Iron Boots. And I was bait by Strength 3 in the well.
Yeah,
And,
that's Strength 3 has baited a couple of y'all, and we thought you were ahead for quite a while with having those ice boots and that strength early.
Yep.
It was unfortunate, but I mean you still had a very good finisher. You should definitely be proud of yourself. Top 32 finish.
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, top 32. Yeah, it's quite well. Quite good. Yes. Yes, thanks. Yeah, but when I did the well and I found Strength 3, I wanted to be sure that I wanted to get to be sure that Ice Cavern was how do you say required?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't do the other SOS check, and I went to Ganon Castle. And at final, I understand the time of Mephistos. We don't have to do Ice Cavern or the well or Ganon Castle, and well, it's one though.
One of well or ice cavern because of strength 2 being required.
In GGG?
Well, actually, it's only logically required.
Yeah. In GGG or Spirit for the key in the map chest?
Yeah, well, you needed to. Oh, right, because
it's only logically required.
Yeah, no, it's only logically required because Spirit was not a medallion. I was thinking it was.
No.
Yeah,
okay, I thought Strength 2 was required for Spirit because there was a key in the map. I think it's the map test. Yeah. But I really wanted to Strength 3 was required, but I've lost so much time because of Ice Cavern.
Yeah,
Looking
so just
back,
update,
it was still a great play.
Yeah, it was a great seed, a great race, I think.
Just real quick, Rockchalk is forfeited, so unfortunately that is
unfortunate.
Yeah. Guess just the seed had taken too much out of them. Arthur will be joining us for the interview. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that is all of our runners.
Did you end up doing Ganon's castle, Pappy?
If what?
Did you end up clearing Ganon's as well, since you had strength 3?
Oh, sorry, I don't understand.
Did you end up clearing Ganon's castle?
Did you full clear it?
Yep. Yeah, I full clear. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
I full clear the Ganon Castle, and without the strength in the well, I never went to Ganon Castle in this seed, so I've lost for 10 minutes because of the well. And when I get Song of Storm at Prelude at Tot, I didn't know if I had to go to the well or if I had to go to do the other checks before. Always is it's the question.
Yeah,
when
I
you
usually
have
do
Song of Storm, Way of the Hero, and where there's so much checks in the well, I was searching for long shot and light arrow, so I decided to go to the well before to do the other checks. It's a mistake,
Yeah.
but you can know. You can know.
No, there's
There's
nothing.
no
There's
way
wrong
you can
with it.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, ultimately,
Without a Death Mountain Trailway the hero, there's no way I would be doing Death Mountain Trail storms before I did well.
Yep. Sure. Sure.
I actually tend to route it from going from Kokiri storms to trail storms to river and then go to well. I don't know. Today I didn't.
Yeah, it's too difficult to do. And right. No, so I don't think it's a good play to begin by the grottos and the other checks instead of the well. But why did this trend was in this well?
Yeah, it was such bait. Like, I can't. Again, I know you've already mentioned it, but I can't believe how unlucky you were with how. I think we all thought ice was huge. We were like, "Oh man, ice is such a good play," and then just got so screwed by that. It's so unfortunate.
Oh yes, and I really wanted the Beka in the water in the chest in the tower, just to be sure that you have to go in water with iron boots, but no. With when I saw the golden scale in the shadow, I really changed my mind, and I was thinking, okay, just I hope Ice Cannon is required. Instead of that, the race is finished for me. But
yeah, we still had hope up until Ganon said that lights were in Jabu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jabu.
See, there I was hoping he said GTG or Fortress because I left FW there and saved after it told me.
But maybe there is so much the forfeit. The people have some issues with the boomerang over here item.
It could honestly be the letter. Like, I know Arthur was, and we should be getting him in for interview soon, but Arthur didn't have the letter until they got the light arrow hint. So it could be not knowing the letter. It could be the long shot, I guess. It could be. I mean, Rockchalk forfeited when they got the boss key in
water.
In water. So I think at that point they'd already done ice, and they were like, you know what, I'm just not feeling it. So they didn't have the letter or the boomerang at that point. So
okay. Well,
yeah, not really sure on the forfeits, but I can see a few items definitely throwing you off here.
And with a couple of the more recent finishers, we had iCup speedruns, barely sniping Mike Katz, and then SGD Sean sniped Pink Kitty Rose by 2 seconds for 44th place.
But anyways, thanks for the restream, everyone. I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick.
Oh, GG's, man. GG's, man.
Thanks. Well, thanks for the restream too. It was at the beginning I was a little stressed.
Stressed?
Yeah, because of the restream.
Yeah. Hey, you did great, man. You did great.
I made a good race and good routing, I think, but was not enough.
Yeah. Ultimately, your routing was great. It was just really unlucky, in my opinion. Like, I think you made great choices, and you just got really, really burnt by what was a really good play. But ultimately,
but I finished top 32 in this race, and it's not bad. Yeah, I take
for
it.
a long time. You had the only strength we were seeing, actually.
Oh,
yeah. And
never mind the irons. It was the only strength for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Not only that, but we saw all 3 strengths, but not one person had 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah. You found the first, Jaybone found the second in well, and then Arthur found Arthur found the second in well, and Jaybone found the third in shadow.
No one had a strength 2 for like 2 hours.
As I didn't see strength for a long time, I was quite confident in my play to go to Ice Cavern early. Because we had the Rutos later early, we had the scale, and I really during 2 hours I really thought it was a good play. But we will see next
logically
next
it
race.
was a great play.
Also,
Also-
welcome on in, Arthur. GG's,
Yeah.
man.
GG,
Hey,
dude.
what's up? Hello, everybody.
G.
GG's on
Jeez.
that, man. 38th place. How do you feel about it?
Oof.
That
I don't
Rudo's letter
know.
location.
Yeah, Rudo's letter was something that was a bit special. I hesitated to do domain after Frogs 1, but it felt too safe, and I already felt like super behind. I don't even know if Rudo's letter is the thing that fucked me really hard. I think the big thing was Child Spirit without explosives. That was really, really bad. Because otherwise you get the long shot. I don't even know if it's hook shot or long shot, but
Well, you
get it
had-
It could be
immediately.
either. Both were available without the. No, it would have been the hook shot there because logically, the long shot is locked behind the Kokiri sword, which was hook shot locked in GTG. So yeah, that was logically your first hook shot in Spirit.
Okay. And
Did
then
you-
okay, go ahead.
Arthur, did you notice the Spirit Way of the Hero stones?
Um did I
don't-
read it?
We're
I-
not
I-
sure,
Not
but
I'm
they
not-
were
on
in
your
the
I
notes.
don't-
river.
It didn't go on your
don't think-
notes.
Yeah, it wasn't on my notes. It
I
was
think
it was on top of the river?
it was top of the river and King's Aura.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't read any of those.
Yeah, so, that was the. I think that was honestly the one thing that put you behind was the hint.
You think so? I'm not
Like, 'cause
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure because honestly, like, I don't know
Because if you get that
she's
spirit
so
hint when you get your hammered, would you think of pushing Child Spirit after you got that slingshot?
No, when I got I got slingshot on Kukos, so it was super early. The bomb bag was way after.
Yeah.
The big thing that really screwed me is I delayed GTG for so long, and mostly what it caused was backtracking.
Yeah.
Because I went child to check some stuff for like 20 minutes, and I went to Kokiri Forest. I went to Child Goron City, and then as soon as I got Kokiri Sword, then I had to go this exact same way. So it was just that again, and then I had to go through Goron City to go check DMT Song of Storms. So I think that was more time than the rest. And about Spirit Way of the Hero, I didn't really need it because the CAC stuff was enough.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
just
true.
on my notes, I have Mirror Shield and Requiem, and I had logical access to crossing the wasteland. So it was definitely for Spirit.
Well, your logical access to cross the wasteland was locked behind Requiem because Epona's was ZL locked, and Requiem gave you ZL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I got that
Yeah,
wrong too.
because Epona's was in the graveyard.
Composer. Okay, yeah, I have to improve on a logic understanding. Apparently, being a tech nerd is really not a good thing.
If
for
Epona's was
randomizer.
anywhere else not locked by Strength 2, or not locked by Requiem, then it absolutely would have been logical to just cross the wasteland.
Okay.
Also, you did gold scale water. Where do you think those iron boots were?
I don't know. Right hand.
They were vanilla.
They were vanilla. Okay.
Yeah.
Not even French vanilla, just vanilla.
Just vanilla, yes. With
But that's also
Flame,
where the other
with
strength was.
Samsung. Ice Cavern was very, very a pleasure to do in this race.
Did you do it and still
Yep.
beat me?
Yep. I did it
Nice.
at 20. No.
Like 30 minutes, something like
Yeah,
that.
30 minutes.
Oh, cause you played Valley.
Yeah, he did Valley super early. He had Rudo's letter
Dude,
by
you
about
play
24
Valley
minutes.
when you have Lake Baron. That is
Yep.
quite
Because
crazy.
of Lake Baron and we didn't have Serenade, so I decided to, and my night time cycle, day cycle was
Yeah.
it was to get the hole to get the day cycle. So I decided to go to Valley.
Oh, okay.
You're the only one that did that, though. No one else did Valley for a considerable amount of time. So yeah,
It
With
doesn't feel
these-
like the play.
It honestly seemed like the play for a good hour and a half, to be honest.
yeah. Until unfortunately, as we say, ice was just big bait.
Yeah, it basically makes you get Ruto's letter super early.
Yep.
I mean, as soon as I saw the scale in Valley, like that's how like okay, I didn't really go to domain super early, but I definitely metagamed domain having Ruto's letter because of that scale early in Valley. And that's the only thing that would explain that, like, how to say that. I don't know. If you check the names that finish, you definitely that's what I thought. Like I thought this is the thing that's on the way. It means they had access to Jabu.
Yeah, Wooden Barrel,
when
he
they got
finished
the-
Jabu by 24 minutes.
Yeah, I'm
he,
not
he
really
did an Open Grotto
surprised.
Valley play, and so he was just easily able to go in there, do domain, get the letter, hand it in, and just go clear Jabu.
Yeah, it was still a bad play, so that's gambly. But yeah, I mean, you get rewarded with that, no big deal. I don't think the probabilities are with you on that, but it's cool. He gets third place. GG's.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think, and no one on Restream went Jabu. I don't think anyone even opened up
Yeah.
Jabu at that point. It's like, well,
no.
later.
There's a letter and that's it. You get out of
We
there.
have the hint of the boomerang chest was
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
So
there's-
you didn't want to go to Jabu.
Especially not without FW.
Yeah, Jabu is 2 checks, and then it's what 7 minutes before your third check. That's nowhere near something that you want to do, in my opinion. I don't know. I
Yep.
could be wrong.
I mean, ultimately, it's only for lights anyway. It's not like doing it gets you anything other than light arrows. So
Yeah.
Jabu really doesn't make too much difference this seed because it gets you.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
in
think
reality
if you
other
do
than-
GTG early, you're set. Like you do GTG early, and then everything just flows. If you show up to Child Spirit with explosives, you're top 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
do
I think,
agree though, still with the Valley play solely for the fact that Grotto hints are foolish and sometimes hints are single copies. And so if you do Valley early and there's a sometimes hint there that gives you some big information, that's the only place anyone else is going to find it.
Yeah, that's true, but then that's what I consider to be a losing play because the probability that the sometimes hint that gets picked is something that you really want, and it's actually something helpful in this precise seed, is just so low by them being singles. You have so many probabilities to actually just find a duplicate copy of something that's on what Temple of Time or anyone else's
Yeah.
road.
And I think it ended up being the duplicate for Kakwath, I'm pretty sure.
That's it might be because I read one. But yeah, I don't really enjoy playing for those like low probabilities of getting that slight advantage. I think that's what you want to do if you think that your movement is overall slower than anyone else. But
See, I
if
do, so
you
that's
play...
why I'd go for that.
Sorry. I don't mean anything wrong, by the way.
Oh no, I
might
totally
be a
know
bit
I'm
salty.
not as good as the people that were on this restream. I
But
know
it's-
that for a fact.
I'm mostly like to me it's not really facts, it's just mindset. Like if your mindset is that you feel that you have a disadvantage always, then you might want to go for those low probability plays that could get you an advantage. But it's kind of it's kind of betting that I don't know. I was wondering if the Spirit Temple being hinted in CAC, if it was for Iron Boots. But if you bet on stuff like that, to me it feels like a losing play. I might be wrong, and you know, you might win some races, but statistically, I think you lose more than you win with such stuff.
I can definitely see that.
But I'm going to leave you. Thanks.
All right, Pappy.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks
the
thanks for the
Yeah.
run, man.
And see you Saturday.
Yep.
Bye. Thanks. Ciao.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you still finished around mid-30s. You still got 850 odd points, I think, which is still a decent total.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. I was a bit scared when I saw Nephistos finishing.
Yeah, well, I think
but then almost 15 minutes later until Sari is finished.
Because of the new,
he's a monster.
Yeah, because of the new points, like the way that points are calculated this season, basically Nef's finish will be considered like a gamble, so there will be like some deviation so that everyone else's points aren't as negatively affected. So yeah, basically it's sort of to prevent that in a way. So people that finish in what is still a reasonable time don't get shafted with a lot lower points. But yeah, still 850 odd points, which is plenty high enough, and yeah, still a strong placing overall. It's just a bit unfortunate that you had about 8 people finish between Ganondorf and Ganon.
That's no big deal for points, I think, but yeah, it's funny. But you know, big races, it's always gonna happen like that. Although to come back on points, I don't know what your predictions are, but I would say that if you need your 4 counting scores to be over like 930 to be qualified, I would say, and I don't have any, so
I think
I'm in a pretty bad shape.
We have funny enough, we have a podcast episode coming out soon where we actually worked out the scores for top 32.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember if I've got the numbers off by heart. Let me just quickly check them. But yeah, we worked out the rough points you'd need per race in order to get top 32. I think it is in the 900s.
Yeah, you need like more than 900 for each of your valuable races. So yeah, I think I'm not making it, but that was kind of my prediction all the way. I don't think I'm making top 32.
Still plenty of races to go, my dude. You could still absolutely smash it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hyped. I'll do my best for sure. But yeah, that's not the point.
All right. Yeah, so it's 909 points per race was the rough top 32 score, and you got 857, which is not far off that at all. It's only 50 points.
It's not too far. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's you know, if anything should help you a little bit with just feeling a bit better about that one.
Hey, thanks. That's nice. I appreciate.
But yeah, I've got nothing else to go through on this one, unless anyone else has anything to add.
I don't, unless Hell Knight's got an idea of sending this as a raid over to somebody who's still racing.
Ooh.
I don't know if he's still on the mic right now or not.
Did Hell Knight race?
No,
he was restreaming.
Still racing. Okay. We got some people to pick through.
Ooh.
Let's have a quick scan. I think there was still some big names that haven't finished. Who we got?
I'm pulling up Stucks and Link Pawns right now to see where they're at.
Jay Coper, Polyganon, big friend of the restream. Siberian, Francois, Kuiper. Plenty of names.
Cesar Martin too, from the Brazilian group. Stuck is at Ganon's. He's already got lights. He's about to finish. Funnily enough for him, though, it looks like Stuck never went into Ganon's castle.
That
was a good play.
Yeah, I mean, you can avoid it. Like, I think it's hard to avoid, but you can avoid it. And if you do, then other than for Raw's wind, you feel pretty good about it.
Where's Polyganon at? Looks like he just beat Jabu, or not Jabu, Bongo.
Nice, yeah, we could raid Poly or Kuiper. I think Kuiper is also got still a bit left to do. So yeah, Hell Knight, whatever you want. Let's just wrap
Ollie's
it up.
still got 3 dungeons to go, so that'll have a
Seems
little
like
bit
it.
of time.
Yeah.
Cool. We got a target then, Hell Knight. Let's go. Polyganon, let's go.
I'll put it in the chat so you can just copy it.
But yeah, GG, and big thanks to the trackers. Today, Karum, Winnie Demon, Banana Lord, and Shiro. Thanks to all the rest of the comms. Thanks for Hell Knight for sorting this out. Thanks to Arthur and the rest of the runners. And yeah, see you on the.
Thanks for everyone who stuck around for the stream.
See you on the next race.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Y'all have a good day.